Welcome everybody to the Tekken 7 PlayStation Fight Nights Invitational North America Edition. My name is Joey Fury. Very excited to be on the mic today with a man Rip, a master of the art, in my opinion. Always excited to be on the mic with you. How are you today, bro?
I am feeling great, of course. You know, more Tekken 7 action here at PlayStation tournaments. You guys are going to be watching. As Joey mentioned, we got the NA edition this time. We had EU earlier, and Joey was telling me that earlier Fergus finally was dethroned. We got a new champion out there, Yoshimitsu.
Geese. Shoutouts to Keeve taking first place in the EU one today. I was tuned in. It was insane grand finals. It went post reset, final round, final hit, scrambles all over the place. So maybe we'll see some more insane action like that today in the NA version.
Exactly. And of course, guys, don't forget, wherever you're watching, we also got this youtube.com/PlayStation Esports. It's a new channel that you guys can check out right there below if you guys haven't found it already. But we're already streaming this, so you guys can check it out there. You guys can check it on Twitch or even in the PlayStation community Discord even.
Excellent. And with that, we've got some stuff to tell you about with today's format, the prize pool, and the bracket. So let's get down to business. Taking a look at the formats, we got open qualifiers, which led us to the top 8 today. It's going to be a double elimination bracket. Players will play best of 3, also known as first to 2, until we get to the winners finals, losers finals, and grand finals, where it will be best of 5, aka first to 3.
Exactly. Pretty traditional tournament format there for Tekken 7 players, but this is what the players are going to be playing for, of course. $200 for first place, second place can be $150, third place $100, and fourth is going to be $50, all prizing valued in USD. I've never seen that line before. That's pretty interesting. It's all in US dollars, not Canadian dollars, real American dollars this time. Nice.
Don't forget. And lastly, it's time to take a look at the brackets, see who's playing today. You can see up top, everybody starting winner side in this double elimination bracket. First match of the day is going to be Divine Exorcist versus Geese Joestar, Mexico v Mexico.
And then we've got Tondo going up against Undefeatable King. Is Undefeatable King from Mexico as well?
He is not. I believe he's a Midwest boy.
Wow, no kidding. Yeah, I know Tondo is down there. So Tondo, Mexico, Undefeatable King, North Carolina, we're getting told. Interesting.
Yes. Okay, not Midwest. I was wrong. Excuse me. But a kind of newer player in the bracket. Not a newer player to Tekken. Definitely an OG, but Ace Unlimited. Haven't seen him in too many of these. He shows up every now and then. But cool to see him in the bracket going up against a regular here at the Fight Nights ELN. Exactly.
And of course, rounding things up, we got Joe Crush going up against Gato. Both of these guys, I believe, were in the Road to Evo tournament as well. So, no strangers to these PlayStation tournaments. PlayStation tournaments for Tekken 7. We'll see who gets this one, though.
Yes, two super heavy hitters going up against each other. Very first rounds there at the bottom of the bracket. Those guys who make deep runs usually to grand finals quite a lot. So, should be interesting.
And of course, if you guys are wondering how do I enter this tournament, you guys just got to head on over to compete.playstation.com. That's the place to go to find out about all the games you can enter, not just Tekken 7. They've also got some other fighting games, as well as some FPS games, Battle Royales, etc. So make sure you guys go and check it out. Once again, sign up, get involved, compete.playstation.com.
And lastly, one other way to get involved is, of course, the community Discord. You can join the PlayStation Tournaments community Discord to find regular updates on esports events, articles, videos, and meet with others to improve your game. You can take out your phone and scan that QR code, or you can manually enter that link there. Lots of great opportunities to meet people and improve your game over there, so definitely check it out.
Exactly. Man, I remember when QR codes first came out, and I was like, how do those things work? Like, I still didn't get it. I was like, do I take a picture of it, and then what do I do with it? Do I have to get a different app? No. A lot of times you can just hover with your camera, and then it just pops up a link. You just tap it. It's easy.
It's data.
Yeah.
Data on the screen.
Pretty amazing. But let's talk about our first matchup. Yeah.
Yes, indeed. That was Divine Exorcist versus Geese Joestar, Mexico v Mexico.
Exactly. Divine Exorcist. Julian Lim is 20 years of age, youngin, using the Claudio location from Mexico, as we mentioned. Make sure you guys check him out on social at Divine Exorcist 4, his Twitch channel, TMK Divine Exorcist 4. He's been one of the craziest rising stars to me throughout the year. Like, seeing him at the TWT finals was like, holy moly, you're 20 years old, you're traveling to Amsterdam, you're at the finals. And he did great in his pool, even though he was in like the most difficult pool there probably.
Yep.
And then now he's still, dominating these other tournaments. He won the Road to Evo Japan tournament for PlayStation tournaments as well. So he's just been having a great run.
it's crazy to imagine just how much like potential he has being so young, and he's like gotten so much better over the course of just a year or two. I mean, he's got his whole Tekken road ahead of him, so really blooming talent right there.
For sure, and his opponent, of course, going to be Geese Joestar. Geese Joestar Yagami Santos, 22 years of age, also from Mexico. His social is going to be TK_Geese Joestar, and his Twitch Geese Joestar. But, you know, we see the Geese Howard here, of course. That's in his name as well. He's a Geese Howard player. But sometimes we also see him bring out the Akuma, and I know he's made a lot of top 4 finishes here at PlayStation Tournaments Fight Nights. So, you know, I feel like it's just inevitable that he's going to get the W one day.
Sponsored by 2D, very dangerous player. Just playing against him on Tuesday, had a super crazy set with him. Yeah, I mean, he's very dynamic in just the way he can switch between those two characters and really play to their strengths. So you always got to be afraid of the 2D players. So he's one to watch out for tonight. See how Divine Exorcist handles those two matchups.
And how do you feel about the 2D characters now? Like, obviously, Tekken 7 nearing the end of its life cycle, you're obviously still one of the top players. Like, do you feel that people have kind of handled it now, or do you think that this was a mistake? They should have gone down this path.
Interesting question, because I was curious about that. Like, they've got like some kind of game-breaking mechanics, really strong, and I was thinking, like, is this going to be more like solved in the meta as people get more used to it, or is it only going to get like worse as the players master these mechanics? And my assessment is that it has gotten worse. It's only getting worse. People are getting better and better with these characters, and the way that they're controlling matches and influencing like results in the meta, I think they're just getting better and better. I think if the game went on indefinitely, they would dominate more and more.
Wow. That would be terrible. I mean, of course, though, I'm asking you because I'm curious, you know, like Tekken 8's on the horizon, and I just want to know, like, are we going to get 2D characters returning? I feel like we are. I feel like it's inevitable.
I don't like them, but we'll see. They can be fun to watch. I'll give them that.
Yep. But here we go. Divine, Claudio, and Geese Joestar actually will be starting out with the Kuma here.
Yeah, starting with Akuma, a little bit of a switch of the script. He usually starts with Geese. I think that's the main, but I'm sure there's a lot of history in this matchup, these players fighting each other. So
yeah, it's got to be what it is. And honestly, his Akuma, from what I remember, what I recall, is that it never seems super optimal, but somehow he gets the job done, at least for one game with it. So we'll see.
He plays with heart, you know, not always pretty, but get the dub. I like it.
Down 4.
Down 4s. Knock him down.
Oh my goodness.
One low, one mid. Way to get it started.
What's next? Mid.
Chop him, throw him, everything working.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, Divine gets his first touch with a get-up kick.
Yeah, he's trying to at least slow him down a little bit. He's got some starburst to work with, plus rage here.
I like that optimal punish. 14 frame rate with no dice with the starburst.
He tried, trade, doesn't work out for him, and Geese Joestar gets the first round. Forward 3 counter hit.
Counter hit after the whiff from Geese Joestar.
Oh man, just short of side step 4.
Jumping out of that wall pressure. Gotta get away from Claudio wall pressure.
I feel like Akumas always jump out of wall pressure.
What an excellent duck on the focus attack. That was the matchup.
Trouble.
Uh-oh, indeed. Oh my god. Divine so close to closing out. Nice sidewalk. Get the poke. 1-1.
Geese Joestar now sitting with the 1 bar meter. See if he gets to use it. He's been pretty impressive with the Akuma so far. I feel like usually
down 4s have been blocked.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like, I was going to say, usually he's a little sloppier, but it seems like he actually came in prepared to start off this way.
He's on a good flow. Nice carry all the way to the wall. Trying to catch him ducking. Divine squaring up the wall. Squaring up the Claudio wall pressure.
It's
Triple
disgusting.
Low.
Yeah, because you're scared of that back 1 for the wall splat.
Goes for the wall bounce. Small punish.
Wow, no punch to the wall standing 2 there.
Divine was looking for the red fireball, actually. He could have closed the round if Geese Joestar had committed to it. So not a bad attempt, but it just wasn't there.
Combos on point. Geese Joestar, though, up 2 rounds to 1 here. Dunk again.
The flip again. Divine trying to work his way in. Scrapping up close. Another jump.
Man, the pokes are adding up here quick, and again, Geese Joestar has 1 bar meter in good position to close out this round. Oh my goodness!
God. What the heck?
It's over.
I don't even know what happened.
I think he did a jumping kick into EX Tatsu.
Who does that?
Nobody, yeah, but it's like the easiest way to cash in with 1 bar meter, right? Like just use the EX Tatsu.
Yeah, that's the interesting thing is a lot of these like premier tournament Akuma players, like Super Akuma, for instance, they're going for like the hard, super rewarding combos. But with the introduction of that EX Tatsu, you can get some very rewarding combos without like having to push yourself too hard in the execution department. And that's like a great example. Like he didn't need any more than that, and so he didn't go for any more than that. Just combo simple with the EX Tatsu. Good stuff from Geese Joestar.
I am all about that. Just the tournament combos that are reliable, that are going to work for you, that are harder to drop, more consistent overall. Totally about that, especially in online tournaments as well. So smart strategy there. Geese Joestar getting the first game here. And again, only best of 3, right? So only needs 1 more game. Akuma got its job done, basically. Give me at least 1 game here, and I can try to figure out the rest. And honestly, it's looking really good. It's looking better than I've seen it in the past.
Yeah, agreed. I mean, he played fast. He just established the mix-ups really early on. Established the down 4, got Divine a little bit off of his game. Established that demon flip throw a lot.
Yeah.
He was just firing on all cylinders with Akuma's offense. So Divine's got some stuff to think about.
No, definitely. And randoms to Twilight Conflict here. Interesting stage with the balcony break there. I feel like Claudia's pretty decent at the stage. I think with the balcony break, he can still get to the other wall a lot of the time. So should be a decent stage for him. But Akuma with walls is always disgusting. I don't know, man.
Yeah, there's like some opportunities if Divine can get that wall pressure going. I mean, back 1, balcony break, it's going to be a lot of damage. But Akuma's scary on pretty much every stage.
Yeah, he's a jerk.
What a jerk, man.
Akuma. Yeah, I think that Geese Joestar actually called out the, just establishing his offensive mix-up right from the get-go. Just like no fear, going with down 4, and then running up immediately with the wall standing 2 afterwards. And then I think from there, it's just been Divine having to guess the whole way through. So right back to it.
Here we go.
Oh,
fireball out the air. Okay, there you go. And that's exactly, that's the type of adaptation that I'm sure Divine was thinking about. I have to find one of those. I have to call it out to shake up this match. And it's the mark of a good player right there. Nice block.
Yeah, you got to call out some of these. I mean, the mix was going to be the wild stand in. That's not a ton of damage there. Focus could have been a lot worse. Didn't have meter.
Divine trying to close. Gotta get away from this wall. Nice sidewalk.
It's enough damage too. All right. Smart choice there. Sidewall situation, backwards even. Sometimes a little confusing and dicey.
Just the fastest, highest damage attack he could do. Single hit. 1-2, 1-2. Set that down for again.
Oh, the get up kick too, the mid one.
Okay. He's still started bringing the fight up close. Trying to square up that wall again. Threatening down 3. Divine already knows.
That was such good defense from Divine there to prevent the down 3. Uh-oh.
Geese Joestar got away with one, got away with the 4-3, and now Divine is paying the price. What? Tech trap, but not dead.
Yeah, Divine here with Rage too. Gotta be careful. Can't overextend. But Geese Joestar, there's the Rage drive and Superman. All right.
A very rough interaction there for Geese Joestar. Not only did he burn his meter, but he had died immediately after.
Yeah, it's like the worst way to go. Man, and again, the while standing 2s have been working out, right? I mean, at this point, if you're Divine, you have to be calling out the down forward, and it's not something that a lot of players can react to. So you're just guessing.
Geese Joestar are not afraid to play that mind game. Divine's got him in the corner. He's forward dashing his way out. Or is he? He's cornered again.
Keeping pressure there. Side step 4 still good at the wall pressure. Beautiful.
Such good sidewalks from Divine. He knows this matchup very well.
Oh, the double jump. Oh my goodness, is that
enough?
Again?
That's dead. That's super dead. Whoa. Simple combos doing tons of damage.
That was just jump and kick, EX Tatsu, Rage Art, right?
Yeah, but like
it's like 50%.
Why did that EX Tatsu not look EX? Like, it looked like he didn't light up. I don't know if it's in my head.
I think he lit up.
Okay, nice simple combo there from Geese Joestar. Great awareness, did a ton of damage. Low to beat the power crush. Double power crush. He's getting a little jumpy.
Tons of jumpy.
Jumpy again.
Yeah, running through pressure here. Uh-oh. Wall to wall. Easy one. Whoa, cameraman.
Woo! And he still adjusted.
Yeah, that was sick.
How do you do that? Nice sidewalk. A little too late, though. He's alive, though.
Yeah, no meter. He's lucky.
Defends the starburst.
Throw breaks good. Tag the jab didn't cancel.
He's going mid. He's going mid.
Step kick.
And the
Final
double
round.
mid was a good choice. Divine was hop kicking. Final round.
Yeah, set point for Geese. Joestar here, bringing it back. Not the right punish.
That's a rough one. He called it out with the block, but no punish.
He hasn't punished a single while stand too. 3 of them.
He's always looking for the red fireball after. You can step the red fireball. Geese Joestar knows better. Oh. Okay. Divine trying to get the wall here. Swings for the balcony break.
Oh my gosh. This is close.
Down. Almost has meter. He's got it.
Cancel.
He
Yes.
could be dead. He could be dead if he doesn't drop this. Wait a minute.
Not the right combo, but the
Oh, the
overhead's
mid.
fine. I call it an overhead. It's Akuma. Damn, and the pop off with the Akuma.
Charge.
2-0 for the 2D Geese Joestar there with the Akuma. Nicely done, dude. Moving on. Winner side of the bracket. Divine. Sent on down below.
He was happy about that one. I think Divine probably considered the favorite there. Maybe that's where some of that excited energy came from with the key charge. But a nice job. The Geese Joestar are going to advance to the winners semi-final.
Yeah, I feel like, I was talking about earlier, the Akuma usually looks a little rusty. It's not quite all there. But this time, he looked like he was so prepared to play Akuma straight out the gate. And there was no warm-up necessary. It wasn't like 2 adjustment rounds before Akuma gets to kick into gear. Straight out the gate, I know exactly what I'm doing. Down 4 is coming at you, while standing 2 mix, and then demon flip throw. And at that point, everything's a guess, it feels like, right? So that was well played. I'm really impressed with that.
Yeah, even his poking seemed really on point. Just the way he was closing out. I didn't really see a lot of fast-paced, desperate lows for the win. It was just very methodical, DF1s. That overhead he closed out with there at the end. Very calm with his poking game and the way he was closing out. Pays off to play solid like that.
Oh yeah, he definitely knows what he's doing. But let's take a look at who's coming up next. Obviously, we got a couple more matches left to start off today, and we're going to be going off here with Tondo, Marco Lopez, 37 years of age. A little older. I mean, we had 20 and 22 a second ago. Now we got 37 from Mexico as well. Tondo with the Kazuya. Social going to be MT_Tondo, and Twitch El Tondo X. Very fun player to watch.
OG Mishima, master of the electrics. And he's going up against, remind me once more, who is this? Undefeatable King. Muta, age 27, from North Carolina. He's on Twitch, Undefeatable King. Armor King specialist. Knows his character, in and out, very threatening, grapple game. Really good with the side swing attack from Armor King. Forward 1+4, uses that to get out of a lot of pressure. So we'll see how this collides with Tondo's really neutral heavy style. He likes to just find that space and place electrics. We'll see how Undefeatable King deals with that.
Yeah, I hate that move. The sidestep punch from Armor King, that move is crazy. Man. It's so evasive. It's like, what was I supposed to do about that? I bet can Tondo can he dash electric it to make it realign?
That thing, he's just out of there.
Yeah.
Man. If you're not doing a homing move, you're not touching that with anything. And sometimes the pushback is so crazy you can't get anything. So it's either do a homing move, or when you read it, you got to sidewalk right. Try to make it just whiff straight up.
Whoa. I didn't know that was an option. Sidewalk it?
Yeah, sidewalk right, so then you'll both be going off like this, and he'll whiff when he swings at you.
Oh, interesting. Sidewalk right for a stick. Hopefully we get to see that. Hopefully Tondo's listening. Somebody tell Tondo, sidewalk right against it. Tell him Joey said so. It's going to work.
Give him the strats.
Yeah, dude. Oh, man. But yeah, this should be a fun one. Undefeatable King has been competing these PlayStation tournaments since the beginning. I remember there was another player that had King in the name. I'm trying to remember who it was. But he was a regular King player, and they would always run into each other in bracket, I felt like.
Radical Kings?
I don't...
The online player named Radical Kings? I don't know.
It could be. It could have been. But Undefeatable King was always the one that was winning, you know, because he's undefeatable. And so I was like, man, is he gonna lose to this other King guy? No, it's the Undefeatable King. He wins. Damn.
Good to see him out here, though. He's but another regular in the Fight Nights. I think we've seen him at quite a few of these. So getting that EXP.
Oh,
should
for
be a
sure.
good match.
Yeah, plenty of top 4 finishes for Undefeatable King. Armor King versus Kazuya, as expected. Hammerhead stage going to be where we're headed, though.
All right. Stage is always awkward to me just because it's unique at the angle you start at. You start off at like a weird diagonal, which doesn't happen on any other stage in this game.
Isn't it kind of weird how it never seems like you're ever back on axis with the stage? It's like,
no, never. Actually, I think you might start off at a weird axis on Souk as well, but I can't remember.
It's like a less extreme angle than this one is, I think.
Yeah, this is extreme.
But that was
Tondo.
Beautiful electric. Bro.
He's cruising.
Great start.
Rage though. Power
what
crush.
A power crush. Good call. No throw break though. Shining black.
Oh, that would have been.
He'll take that trade. He'll take that trade.
Yes. Okay. Looked like he was dominating, but actually won that by the skin of his teeth. His opening round. Fast pace, scrapping up close. What a whip punish. On the back one. Woo! To the wall. Oki time.
Wow.
Good side steps from Tondo. That's a good sign.
He just
Get
backdacked out
that
his
outta
quick
here.
kick up. To the wall we go.
Oki. Duck under the jab.
He let it go too. He's like, this might be a throw. 50-50 time. Defense is good. Double rage now.
Down low. Twice now he's been looking for the clothesline to come back.
There's just the jabs, yeah. Yo, Tondo's looking good here. I mean, he always
Really
looks good, but this is a little surprisingly good. Oh, damn!
Okay.
Who does that?
So Tondo had some success looking for like the twitch duck while standing last round. He's kind of looking for something similar there. Didn't work out, but he's still in a good position.
Wow.
Good try. Tondo leaving out the life. Doing
What
the whole
a choice.
string. While he's on the ground.
It's over.
Dead.
3 rounds straight Tondo with Kazuya over Undefeatable King's Armor King.
Whoa. I could barely keep out like much faster pace than the first match. I mean, the first match wasn't slow, but that was like really fast paced.
That was incredibly fast. I mean, Tondo, obviously, as you mentioned, old school OG Mishima player. So he's got the execution, and anytime you have a player with the Mishima that can wave dash like that and has the execution behind it, it could be very quick. But, you know, usually with Undefeatable King, he kind of controls the pace. But this time, it was like single whiffs here and there. Size of electrics were on point from Tondo, and that was just basically the story. You know, wall pressure afterwards, 50-50 game. But the first 2 rounds were actually fairly close, right? Like, Tondo barely held on, closed out the first one. Second round, they both had rage. Third round, a little bit more dominant for Tondo, I think. But it just didn't go Undefeatable King's way.
It's cool to see when somebody just takes that approach to play really fast and see if it just the sheer speed of the match causes the opponent to make mistakes. Like, they just can't keep up with the decision making at that rate. And it seemed like Tondo dictated the pace. Like, we're going to play really, really quick. So don't mess up or I'm going to kill you for it. And, you know, for that reason, it seemed to really go Tondo's way.
I feel like lately, the more I play, I realize that if I'm being too passive and too defensive, it doesn't work. You know, like, I have to try to establish, to control the pace. And I feel like, especially in a lot of tournament matches I've watched even, whoever's controlling the pace seems to be in control of the match, it seems. It's very hard. I think it's much harder to be on the defensive side and still come out on top.
Yeah, it's very difficult to make a lot of like good defensive decisions at a very rapid pace, and that's why a very aggressive player is so dangerous like this. Whoa! Kick the door in.
Yeah, kicked his hair back. Undefeatable King, though, his outfit's changed is all he needs, I think.
There you go. He's, you know, undefeatable, waking up with buttons. Tondo placing a sidestep 3. He's just dead the moment he gets up. Big counter hit though.
Yeah, the down back 3 was good there, but doesn't get the combo and spring kick from Tondo.
Undefeatable at a deficit again. Coming in with the slash kick. Excuse me. Ultimate tackle. Okay, only 3. 3 out of 4.
It's a decent number.
The last one does the most, though.
Oh,
my
Dust
God.
Boots into Rage Art.
And it works. Well done. He didn't even want to mess with how close that wall was. Great choice. Rage Art right away.
Yeah, that is the interesting thing about the wall bounce mechanic, right? It's like, at max range, like, oh, I can do a big combo. But then the closer you get to the wall, he's like, oh, I don't know what to do with this one. This one might be too close, the angle might be off. It's a resplat.
Yeah, sometimes you're so close, it's like you can't do anything. It's crazy. Whoa. Okay, drop kick gets punished.
Oh boy.
Hell sweep. Tondo actually caught him with the second hit of Hell Sweep this round. That's gonna do 70 damage. 70 big ones.
That's a lot.
Block, punish. That sidestep 3 is doing work. Can he kill?
Oh no.
Whoa! He almost grabbed him in the back. Last minute escape.
So that's rough if you're Undefeatable King. Like, you felt you had control there, and then he just kind of stole it from you.
Wavoo.
I love it. I love it.
The electric from across town. He's got the advantage now. Oh. 12 frame while standing counter hit launcher, doing all of this damage. Not quite the wall.
That's pretty good. Throw makes good from Tondo, though.
Okay, anyone's rounds.
What
a block. He was out of range.
That's gonna work.
And he gets the extra damage. Super
He's
dead.
dead.
Because he absorbed that hit. Otherwise, he may have lived.
Yeah, it was still a May question mark, but Tondo on set point here.
See, the lower you are in life, the more the Rage Art does.
Undefeatable King's not done yet, though. Oh, he's got Wavoos, too.
Solar Plexus punch into the wall. Gonna grip him. Reads that he's staying down. One guess.
Damn, the delayed hop kick, too. He got low kicked out of it? Yeah, weird.
Caught him on arrival. He's brave. Guess it's right on the 50-50.
Solid defense right now from Tondo, too, though. But jabs out of the air out of the slash kick.
To the wall. One too many hits.
Combos have not been the greatest here. Double do
house
it again.
I should have done it again, man.
Hell, it should have. The wall was in perfect position for the last one. Uh-huh.
They call that hindsight bias. Oh my god, in the back.
What the
Unexpected in the
hell,
back.
Slade?
No, he did it again. He brought it when he needed it.
He wasn't really using Hell Sweep much throughout the 2 games, but that final round, we saw like 3 of them, right? So, saving the best for last. Tondo, 2-0 over Undefeatable King. Very nicely done, sir.
Really good placements. Even the one where like he whiffed the first hit of Hell Sweep and he did the double. You know, he's really good at placing that strat. Where like you whiff the first hit of Hell Sweep and you do it in a way where the opponent is like, like bad spacing. Like, he messed up. Like then they're just standing there ready to block the mid and launch. And he just sneaks in the second one. He's very good about that. So that was a good one as well. Hell Sweep placement was excellent.
Fantastic. Let's take a look at the bracket though and see where we're at so far. Obviously halfway done with this first round here. We had Geese Joestar with the Akuma taking 2-0 over Divine Exorcist. And we just saw Tondo 2-0 over Undefeatable King, which means it's going to be Geese Joestar versus Tondo later. Question mark about whether we're going to see a Akuma or a Geese in that matchup, but Tondo will most likely see the Kazuya out of him for sure.
Yes, and another Mexico v Mexico. And now we've got a very exciting one coming up. I'm super excited to see Ace Unlimited versus ELN. These are very entertaining players. There he is, Ace Unlimited, Dominique, age 35. North Carolina, another one in the brackets, and he's on Switch, Ace Unlimited 00. Very like trademark style. Everybody always talks about how unique Ace's style is with Jin and Asuka. Uses just lots of unconventional tactics. He's known for the jump back strats, just the way he moves around the screen and his move selection, even his low parry placements. Very unique player with his own identity, and that's always very cool to see.
Definitely. His opponent, though, going to be ELN, longtime veteran Jose, 38 years of age, out of Utah now, originally from Venezuela, I believe. Master Raven we're seeing here, but we've seen a lot of Kunimitsu out of him as well. Used to be Lucky Chloe in the early days of Tekken 7. So,
really?
Yeah, oh yeah.
I missed that arc. I missed the Lucky Chloe arc.
No, the Lucky Chloe arc was crazy. I remember specifically because it was like right when we first got our hands with that final round where they brought the machines out, the arcade cabinets. And he came out there and he did a Lucky Chloe's down forward 2 just frame, all 4 hits. I was like, how did you do that? Because there's like a timing to it, but he's like, yeah, you just go, pa, 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 pa. I saw the video. I was like, what do you mean you saw the video, dude? Like,
just that quick.
Yeah, crazy quick learner, man. So ELN out here still, you know, putting in work 7 years later into the life of Tekken 7, still getting it done. So congratulations to ELN, but it's got Ace Unlimited too. This should be an interesting matchup. One that I don't really see very often either.
Clash of styles, I think, for sure. ELN's interesting because I think his style is pretty dynamic. He can either just play like a very irritating keep out game, particularly with Raven, where he just won't come in. He's just keeping you out all day. But he can also flip the switch, and he's just a very like mix up heavy, no fear, like get in there type of player. So
yeah, for sure.
He's got both those modes, and then Ace is going to be just doing his thing, like very patient, slow-paced player with like a very hard timing to read.
Wow. And Ace here going with the Asuka Kazama. And ELN, you know, you mentioned the dynamic playstyle, how you can play that annoying keep-out playstyle with Raven. When I first met him, that was his like whole playstyle. There was no other aggressive side to it. So I feel like that's something that's come along during Tekken 7 even. But let's see what happens in this one, though, because I think Asuka can definitely be played in that same way of being a great keep-out character.
You can see right away, like Ace trying to do the back handspring at the beginning. Not many people even do that option.
Get me out of here. I want to back that cancel.
There it is. Yeah, both these characters actually have that.
Wow. Yeah.
Right into the black hole.
Oh, no.
Drop. Back handspring has been denied 2 out of 3 times.
He'll keep going for it. Yep.
That's how he backdashes, man.
It's better than backdash cancel. It's easier too. Look at that. So much space.
Weird input on that. Up, up, back. I feel like a lot of like newer players don't even know about that mechanic's existence.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't even apply to all characters. I mean, Tekken has always been like that. I mean, that's kind of what got me to creating tutorials forever ago. There were just so many little weird things about the system that nobody understood about when they were starting out playing this game. Like, you can side roll on the ground? How do you do that? You know, like...
Whoa, yo, he's gonna rob him!
Totally.
Rage drive. Bomb. Bomb.
Stolen. Ace Unlimited. Got the first round. Yeah, that was crazy. It didn't look like he was going that way.
1 second on the clock.
Oh, I love it, too. That was a deep dash with it while standing 1.
Sets up some nice Oki there.
Oh, but running into stuff, yeah.
Yelan's been doing a good job with the keep out, but I think he's pushing the aggression in a few instances where he doesn't need it.
Exactly, and I think this is the difference to me in my mind when I think of old ELN versus current, is that he used to be a much more patient player. And I understand, man, you know, I like hitting buttons, you know, but he was annoying.
Lame it out.
Yeah, he used to be so annoyingly lame before. Oh, that was sick.
Wow, just barely got away from that very long range attack. The low sweep. Down low. Okay. Oh, it drops again. That's twice now. Still on a good lead. Looks like he's playing it a bit more patient this time.
Yeah, but I feel like he wants to. You know, he's like, he believes he knows he used to be able to do it, so he's trying to just do it without, like, having practiced it anymore.
He knows he has to. Wow, nice one. Can he finish this one? Should be a lot of damage. Bomb. Time to guess. Oh. Smacks her on the ground. Okay. 1 round of 2.
Yeah, Elin on the board finally here. Ace backflipping away. Runs right into it again.
A classic. Back handspring, run into the launcher.
I created space to run to your next launcher.
I'll do it again. Okay.
You almost did.
It's rough trying to approach Raven on this infinite stage.
For sure.
Definitely modifying the rhythm, leaning on the keep out a little bit more. He's building up his life lead.
Still look for these down back 2s and not really finding any either.
His life lead getting stronger. He's going to keep backing away, threatening that black hole. How do you find your way in? And Ace does not have rage. Might be in his best interest to not even put him in rage.
Yeah, exactly. If I'm yelling, I don't even tap him again. Back
yeah,
after
I think
8
you don't
seconds.
even.
Oh, he did. But float conversion's good here. Burns the clock with this. That's great.
Got a combo off of that. Crazy. All right. Rage art, no dice.
Final round in, coming to ELN Ace Unlimited, game 1.
That was very well played. He looked like he locked into the right game plan. Punish? Oh no.
Oh boy.
Trying to keep out launchers.
What are you doing, ELN?
Big whiff on the teleport. Not a ton of damage though. Oh, he almost got the whip punish.
Yeah, that was close. Right now, the Ace Unlimited is the one who has the life lead, so runaway keep out game for ELN is not going to be possible at this point.
Back handspring, gets caught by the black hole, but was in the air. No big deal. Down low, PCF2. He's got the combo this time. Kind of.
It's enough. It's the life lead.
22 seconds, very close on life. Little less close on life. No punish on the black hole again. He's got to have that 14 frame already.
The throw!
That's lethal. ELN brings it all the way back.
Well played. Yeah, you mentioned the dynamic play style. Start off a little aggro, slowed it down a little bit more defensive, and it paid off for him that way. And Ace, you know, he had a similar game plan actually, but I think ran into too many black holes.
Yeah, and the ones that he did block, I wasn't able to find really any punishment on that. It can be a tricky move to punish because of the pushback, but it is minus 14. You know, I'm not an Asuka expert, so I don't know exactly how she optimally punishes it, but I suspect you could probably just get like a 2-1, 1+2 in the back.
If the range is there, I don't know if 2-1 reaches that far.
It'd be tough to say.
Yeah.
Maybe up forward 2. I don't know what happens if you get him in the back of the head with up forward 2. That's when she face palms you. She like grabs you by the face and just like choke slams you. I don't know what happens if you get him in the back, but he's got to find something. He's got to get some damage when he does block those, because ELN's really leaning on that move right now.
Yeah, I wonder if she could just like back 3. It's like just like force a mix while you're back turn. Could you see ELN always goes for the parry afterwards too?
You could wait and then launch.
Exactly.
But those few times he actually didn't go for the parry. He just backed away.
Oh,
we're gonna get the Jin. Okay, interesting. Still on infinite though. Kind of a bad draw for Ace, I think.
Oh, definitely. Jin is so good at walls. Honestly, I feel like Jin players don't even utilize his wall bounce moves enough.
Oh yeah, man. Forward 1+2 and down 1. Those are so cheap.
Dude. They're
safe
so,
wall bounces.
I feel like I never see him use that. I'm like, y'all don't want to try this? Never? Like,
you know who was good with the forward 1+2 was Bin Chang. I haven't seen him play
Yeah.
much, but he was so cheap with that move.
it's so good, man.
But not even gonna be a factor here. We're on infinite again. Let's go Ace with the Jin. No more back handsprings. Is it going to be jump backs instead?
Yep.
Yeah, you know it, baby. Oh. Almost.
Oh, boy.
Black hole catches the get up kick.
Yeah. This is what ELN needs to do. Just focus on black hole. That's really it.
There you go. Oh, man, this is looking solved for ELN. Ace has got to make a change. He's got to deal with that move.
Oh my
immediately.
goodness.
That's
That
3
move-
for 3. That move's crazy, dude.
It really is. And the thing is, it's been crazy forever too.
But at the same time, it's one of those moves like if I'll pick Raven and try to like run around black hole, I'm like,
It doesn't
it
work,
doesn't
right?
feel that great. But it's like the way ELN uses it. He's a true master of the move.
All right, here we go.
Okay, we got something.
Yeah, it's a
Bomb.
decent
Okey
start
doke.
here.
Steps on him. Still down on life. Got to get through this wall of black holes.
Is he doing? I'm wondering. Is he just doing the backflip input still? You know.
GB jumping around, man. Whoa. Okay, gotta find his way in. 20 seconds. Ace does not have rage. Can't run into a black hole. Can't run into an upward 4. What do you do?
Wow, he's behind you. He doesn't have rage either.
Less than 10 seconds. I mean, he's got to go in soon. He's running out of time.
Yeah.
That's not going to be it. Didn't even try to duck it. He was confident it was going to whip. That's crazy.
Well, here we go. Set point ELN. Unless Ace Unlimited can start making some comebacks.
Ace, when he gets in, he's got to stay in. He kind of backed off right there. But okay, we got something. He can't let up. He's got to stay close.
Oh no.
Once there's that space, it's just so hard to get in.
No, I totally agree. And the Infinite Stage not doing him any favors here either.
It's hard, man. And Ace also not really one to use the wave dash very much. Okay, LRK hits on the ground. He's taking his time. Ace has got the life lead now.
Wow.
Big while standing one. It's going to even things out. Yelan going for Oki here. Nothing. This is tense. Ace needs us to stay alive.
I want to see ELN play like this forever. Like, this is it. I don't want to see him play any other way.
He's playing so lame, man. Oh, he got the string at the perfect time.
This is the ELN I remember.
Not enough time. Yeah,
that was beautiful.
That's the way. That's the way right there.
We did not see that enough.
Ace is like I was mentioning, he's a very defensive player. So when he's confronted with somebody who's just going to keep out all day and force him to approach, it's kind of like a good counter to what he was doing.
For sure.
Well done to ELN.
Yeah, and even when you look towards the end of that round, like ELN is a little bit behind. And he was pretending like he was going to look for that keep out again, but he did the crouch dash while standing one, and it caught me off guard. I was like, oh, wow, he actually went back in there. And, you know, that was the beauty of playing so lame the whole time that it became unpredictable on his offense. So that's exactly the way I remember him playing, but I don't ever see him play like this anymore. So, you know, that was cool to see again. I'm happy to see that. I'm happy to see he's still capable of playing that way.
Back to his roots, man. Yeah, he locked into the right game plan. Still accessible.
But let's take a look at our next matchup coming up here. I believe it's the last of the first round here. We're going to have Joe Crush, of course, Jack player. Joe, 23 years of age from Texas. Make sure you guys check him out on his Twitter at JoeCrush_, and his Twitch at TKJoeCrush.
Team USA, baby.
All these Jack players teaming up, huh?
Yes, and then we got him going up against Gato Mark, age 23. In North Carolina, not on social, not on Switch, but very strong player. Been in a lot of the Fight Nights, Ganryu main, but also plays Geese, and I've seen him play some Fakumram. So I think Ganryu is definitely the main, but actually maybe Geese is the main. It's hard to say. He plays both of them very proficiently. Let's see what he goes with here against Joe Crush.
I think last time I saw him, he'd always start off with the Ganryu. So we will see what he chooses to go here. As you mentioned, Joe Crush, also a Geese player, right? So. You know, I don't know if that's a reason to use Geese and just force a mirror match so he doesn't play Geese against you or what. Not sure what the mentality is there. Depends on the player.
Yeah, oftentimes when I see them fight, it's been Jack versus Ganryu. You know, I've always been of the opinion that Ganryu's pretty good at fighting Jack. And it seems, I mean, I've never spoken to Gato, I don't know, but it seems like he might have a similar opinion. He picks Ganryu into a lot of the Jack players.
And why do you like Ganryu versus Jack?
There's a few reasons. I really like the forward 1+2 in that matchup. The speed and the range of it, you know, sometimes like when you're fighting Jack, it feels awkward, like certain ranges you're like, I feel like Jack can whiff for free and I can't like get to him. I can't whiff punish him. And something about the forward 1+2, like the speed and the range, I think it solves that problem in certain instances. Just those ranges where the Jacks kind of want to throw that DF2 like right at the tip where you can't quite reach him if he whiffs. You just rocket palm it all day. Similar thing with the side step 2 sometimes. It just feels like a really good move in the matchup to me.
That's interesting. That's actually the reason I like Gigas in the match with Jack, just because his jab range was so long. You know, I was like, oh, you whip, boom, boom, 1-2. So I always thought that was a fun matchup. So forward 1+2 from Ganryu, I can see the same kind of benefit there. And
the other thing that's super annoying is Ganryu's back 2-1. Like, if he can just be in close and do back 2-1, Jack has no answer to the second hit. He just has to hold it. He has to guess if the Ganryu's going to rip the string. Back 2-1, very strong in this matchup.
All right. Man, Joe's never going to change his name, huh? Father King 1 forever.
Forever. I guess that's just his PSN. I know, he's got a PSN account called the Original Crush. I remember. I don't know, man.
Oh, man. Well, here we go. Game 1, Gato versus Joe Crush.
Here we go, Jackhammer. Counter hit Jackhammer.
Oof. Do you get anything different from the counter hit other than damage?
You know, so it used to be before the Seed Planner was guaranteed. You know, we all know it's guaranteed after the Jackhammer now. But before that was the case, it was still guaranteed after counter hit Jackhammer.
I see.
There's like no pushback on a counter hit Jackhammer.
Right. And so now, though, with counter hit Jackhammer, it's all the same options?
It all comes out the same. Okay, headbutt. Nice punish from Joe Crush.
Ooh.
Oh, caught him ducking. DF1, DF2. Sick wall carry.
Hella damage.
That was tight. Oh, watch your toes. Push towards the wall, but not quite there. Salt upper.
Off the wall, he's gonna connect.
Baby.
Joe Crush.
He's so good with that, and I like the optimized combo. Forward 4 after. Big damage.
Oh
Rips
my
it.
goodness.
Cool wall carry there as well. So that's one to scrap the
Oh
wall.
my gosh.
Had to punch parry. Punch the spring kick. Oh my god, there you go.
But he's getting pressed.
Big body press. Sidestep 1.
Yeah, that would have been a good time for forward 1+2.
Exactly. Watch the range. Joe Crush threatening rage.
Yep.
The rage debug. You can hit him with one solid poke. The rage drive could be lethal. Looks like that's maybe what he's trying to set up.
Bro. Ah.
Dude, I don't know if I've ever seen somebody just launch that move first try.
That was sick.
That was Ganryu's stance mid-launcher out of nowhere, and Joe Crush launched it.
He's got experience, man. I don't know. I mean, it's kind of crazy to even think that. Like, where do you get that experience from, Joe?
I don't know how he was ready for that. That was amazing.
He's training, man. There might be Ganryus in other tournaments, you know? You never know. It's looking
That
good.
was crazy. Excellent awareness
impressive.
from Joe Crush. Yeah, it was a very strong start. 3 rounds straight.
Yeah, that was beautiful. Damn. Gato here. I mean, he looked okay. Like, I think that final round, he took off like 80% within like 6 seconds. And he's like, all right, great lead. And then Joe won the round. Brutal.
Yeah. It's hard to say even like what the answer was right there, because Joe was just, everything was working offensively.
For sure.
Maybe a few openings for Gato to get started. Joe was getting a little wild with the sidestep 1s, but overall just his control with the jackhammer placements and the lows were very on point.
Yeah, as you mentioned, Joe did leave a couple openings where, as you were calling out earlier, could have been like a forward 1+2 punish there, as like a whiff punish. Hard to get, much bigger of a punish there unless you're really on point waiting for it, looking for like a clap or, down for 2 or something. But I think the forward 1+2 is actually a good choice that he needs to try in the matchup.
Sticking with the Ganryu.
Cave
To
of
the
Enlightenment.
cave. The cave. We got breakable balconies. We got breakable floors.
We got everything all on one stage. Small area, big area. Actually, it's like small, medium, big, isn't it? If you think about all big areas, one after the other.
Very interesting stage. It's a unique one.
They need a wall break in it.
A wall break. Where would you even put it?
I don't know. The balcony break's the closest thing to a wall break here anyway.
Put on the opposite side of the first floor.
Right? That would have been sick, actually. Are we going to
Crazy.
the other side? Or are we going to the balcony side,
Alright, picking up where we left off. Joe Crush trying to do his jackhammers. Gato trying to get his DF2s. Ooh, he was down there with the low whiff.
Oh my god! Gato's ducked with the wall stand and one was there.
Another wall carry with the 442. That looks so cool. Back 2. Joe trying to lock him down at the wall. Gato trying to fight his way out.
Bounce!
Oh, he's dead.
Hey.
Shoulder. Excellent whiff punish from Joe. That was nearly a flawless round. No punish with the headbutt.
I just like that he threw out forward 1+2. Not the situation we were talking about, but throw it out, why not?
Gato just can't really find any big openings for damage. He's got to just solve Joe's offense somehow.
Oh no.
Oh no. He's loose.
He's
He's
super
feeling
loose.
himself.
Oh, Joe Crush is feeling it. And okay, Gato gets a low parry. He's got rage.
There's a chance.
But combo's not really going to put him in a place dangerous.
Combo didn't do too much. One poke away. Joe going mid. Ooh.
Yeah, that
Forward
dash.
one.
I was going to say
There
the
you go.
dash in a while standing forward was so impressively fast there, too.
Okay. Could this be the start of something to the wall? Big boy combo? No combo. Not so lucky. He actually got forward 1-1s.
That was really well timed. I mean, Joe recognized the whip there. Oh my God, Joe's crazy. You're right. He's hella loose.
Okay, a little too loose right there.
Definitely. Rage art. Yep.
Okay, gonna just cash out on damage. He's got an Oki situation here. I don't know if I like this because I think even if he wins the Oki situation, I think Joe's still alive. So he's gonna have to win 2 interactions here. Gets 1.
You're right.
Joe's still in it.
Forward
He wins 2.
Okay, Gato's still in this game. Still in the set.
Hey, well played. Whoa. Catch Joe ducking. Joe unfazed, just poking away.
Oh no.
Holy damage.
Tons of damage. Oh
That
my
is
gosh.
over 100 damage, but he gets woken up and windmilled on.
We're going this way. Hey.
So he's got rage. Sherman stomp. Oh, tries to go mid. Tries to go low.
Joe crushed.
Joe was playing like a maniac that whole game.
I feel like this is how Joe is always playing nowadays, though.
Mm-hmm.
Somewhere along the way, when he went back to Jack, he somehow got crazier with them. You know, I think he's like, hey, this down 1+2 is really good. Hey, these windmill punches are really good. You know, like
The windmills are just wild.
Yeah.
Like, if they were working there, you know, sometimes he just gets so wild with those windmills. It's like, what were you trying to hit? Where were you going with it? But very high success rate for that particular game.
Extremely high. But let's take a look at the bracket. Let's see where things are after this first round here. Obviously, we just saw Joe Crush take it over 2-0 over Gato and ELN 2-0 over Ace Unlimited, which means ELN versus Joe Crush will be a second round matchup here. But look down below at that lower bracket. Divine Exorcist 2-1 takes out Undefeatable King to stay alive down here. So Divine Exorcist is still in. Undefeatable King out here tonight, 7th place. And also down there, we're going to have Gato versus Ace Unlimited.
Yes, so they'll be playing out in the lower bracket off stream. Those guys are going to be fighting, trying to make it to the lower bracket semifinal. And while that's all happening, we will be continuing the upper bracket matches.
Exactly. So, Shav, we have some fun ones here. We got Mexico versus Mexico again coming up in just a second. 2D Geese Joestar going up against Tondo, I believe, is the matchup that we're probably going to get first. Maybe Akuma, maybe Geese Howard going up against the Kazuya from Tondo. I don't know which one I like better, you know?
We did see that strong start from the Akuma. Maybe he's going to keep trying to run what's basically his secondary, I guess. But sometimes that character catches fire and you got to keep running it.
Yeah, it's also interesting how, you know, I was thinking back to these 2D mechanics, these 2D characters, and they put in these moves that kind of clash with Akuma's Fireball. Like, this is something that people are going to have to be able to deal with, you know? And, like, so we'll give them these moves that will deal with the projectile. You, like, almost never, ever see it in tournament. It's, like, occasionally, you know, but it's, like, super duper rare. So it's just interesting, like, how you couldn't really predict how people are going to have to deal with these 2D characters.
It was... I hate to have to say it, it's kind of like one of the failings in the design, in that they introduced these 2D mechanics, and the thing is, like, you know, in Street Fighter you can jump over the fireballs, or like in Street Fighter 4 you had a focus attack, you can absorb them and then get ground, like get ground on the projectile. Even now you've got like what is it, the drive parry, but they put in just like weird moves that like go through fireballs.
Yeah.
That like don't get you any ground.
Yeah.
And like they're not reliable, they're not good. There's just like no answer to just other than just sidewalk.
Yeah, exactly.
Not gain any ground at all.
Like I think Kazuya's is like crouch dash 3, right? But doesn't he have something else? Can he electric it? Am I tripping about the electric on it, or is that just a story mode thing?
I think you can maybe electric to nullify it, but it doesn't go through.
Exactly.
And like, why would you do that?
Exactly, just to show off and put a cool clip together.
But yeah. Anyway, Geese Joestar's got a nice big lead, but big electric.
Hey, give me 2 of them.
Reach the sidewall there.
Dunk. And he loves that. And I love that he is sticking to Akuma here. You're right. Oh boy, Tondo blocked it down 4. What are we doing with Rage? Are we just keeping it? We're keeping it.
We're just gonna keep it and unload it when the time is right. Trying to find an opening for it, probably.
Wow! Oh my!
Whoa, what no! That was such a good duck on the DF1-1, but it was like such a quick twitch duck that he wasn't in crouch anymore to get a while-standing punish.
I feel like he could have just did like down forward 4-4, you know?
Such a crazy scramble. Nice block again. No punish this time. Tondo with these twitch ducks. Hell sweep.
Both these guys are playing so good today. I love it.
They are looking really clean. Pokes. The pokes from Geese. Woo! That was sick. But a little too stylish. There wasn't a way to really convert. It's a late hop kick anti-air.
Yeah, it's so high too. But here we go. 2-round lead for Geese Joestar.
Trying to make his way in. Geese Joestar putting up this wall. Okay, here's a start. Spray kick.
Down 4 to down 4.
Yo.
Damn! Backdash electric in between.
Nice combo. He's got full meter and rage.
Akuma with full meter rage. What's the worst that could happen?
Nothing. He's fine. Look at that. Easy.
Yeah.
Easy to close out that situation.
Still hangs on to 1 bar though.
Tondo on the board. Both players trying to find an opening. Tondo's going to find it again with a hell sweep. Baits the toe kick. No punish though.
Oh no.
1, 2. Not quite going to get the tailspin in the back.
Wow, teleports out the last hit. That was pretty.
Man. That was cool. Good option.
Sidewalk is good here too. Yo, Tondo.
Not this time. Nice punish. 1 bar.
Again! No way.
No, I don't think he...
Nah. Geese Joestar hangs on to get the first game with his Akuma. Man.
Again.
What are these?
For 3.
What is that air fireball that he's doing there?
Man, I don't know.
He's hit it twice in a row, right? It's catching Tondo off guard. It catches me off guard too, because I'm like, oh, air fireball. It's not an option I'm thinking about an Akuma player doing in that situation, basically.
It's been very unexpected. I'm not sure exactly how he's placing it. It's somewhere like in his offensive flow.
Right.
And it's throwing us off. It's definitely throwing Tondo off because he did it twice that game to sort of like initiate a scramble for the final hit, and he found it both times.
Exactly. And both times afterwards down forward 1-1. And the first time he had the duck on it, the second time he didn't, but it was still like the same sequence that he was going for essentially. So it's pretty interesting that like it's catching us off guard and Tondo off guard as well. But whatever it is, these guys keep doing it because it's working.
Yeah, it's been such a peculiar interaction. Like, have the fireballs like been going over Kazuya? Like they've been clearing his hurt box and like going behind him. It almost looks like.
It feels like there's 2, and I feel like one misses and another one hits.
Yeah, something weird is going on. We got to pay attention. But good job from Geese Joestar just being confusing.
Yeah.
Confusing with this 2D character to take game 1.
I mean, it's best of 3, first 2 situation here. You win this one, you're in the prize pool payout, right? So that's the goal. And we're headed to Souk, and Tondo, of course, sticking it out with Kazuya.
Gotta stick with the main. I think it's a good stage draw for Tondo. I think he likes Souk. Though I'm not sure why I think that. I feel like I've seen him on the stage a lot.
I feel like he likes it.
I don't know why.
Must be something about his waivus, like Tondo and Geese Joestar here in game 2.
Oh, gets behind.
Yeah,
nice one.
Sick.
Okay, yeah, I was wondering if he was gonna pull that one out. Good adjustment.
Teleport again, I dare you.
Crack him down. Joestar building up his life lead. The forward roll. Deceptive wake up. One touch from Tondo could be lethal. 1 electric. Oh, he tried to sidewalk. Got caught.
Damn, the down force adding up today. Geese Joestar making people guess right now. Nice punish on the 1-2.
That is not easy to do. Even those like kind of more like -17, -18. Even to electric it still takes some real execution.
Wow.
Oh,
Yeah, you're right.
1-1.
He has been Twitch ducking a lot.
But he's got to find an opportunity with it. So far, it's just kind of been Twitch ducks for Twitch ducks' sake. Big down 3. Tondo in a terrible position. Down 2 rounds. Akuma's got the meter. What can he do?
He can start
Dude, you can't be serious. No
Tondo,
way.
bro.
Do you know
I love
that is to do?
For Tondo, not hard at all.
That is insane, dude. Okay, that's all he needed.
Yeah. So what are you gonna do? Give me that round. No problem. 1 down, 2 to go.
So insane, bro. I cannot believe he did that. Perfect electric on a fireball.
He did a Wild Sand 2 versus electric that time too. Crazy challenge. And Geese Joestar's Wild Sand 2's have been on point.
But that amazing round, he's still in such a bad spot. Way down on life.
Yeah,
He still got
hit.
metered.
Oh no, he's not gonna do anything.
He got hit by down 3 and he died.
Yeah, the meter was there. Geese Joestar 2-0 over Tondo.
Well done.
He is on fire today. Takes out Divine Exorcist, now takes out Tondo. He's like the king of Mexico right now.
Dang, punches his ticket to winners finals.
Yeah. All Akuma today, too. No Geese Howard here in this top 8.
Double 2-0. Whoa, I am blurry. Look at that.
Yeah. I think it's my eyes.
Get your eyes checked, man. We'll get that sorted later. Anyway.
No, you're clear now. It just takes a second. Your camera's eyes cleared up. You know, they're like, ugh. There we go. Yeah, no problem.
Groggy in the morning. Okay, so top one player of winners finals has been decided, so we're gonna move on, try to figure out who's gonna be taking on Geese Joestar in the next match.
It's gonna be a fun one. I wanted a little history.
Let's take a look at that bracket again because I need to get back up to speed.
I know we got ELN coming up, and then we got Joe Crush.
Joe Crush, a classic.
They meet quite a bit, and of course you got 2D MT Geese Joestar sitting and waiting in that winners final. And look at that, Tondo down there now. Gonna be waiting for either Gato or Ace Unlimited. That's the path that everyone's got so far.
Yeah, so ELN and Joe Crush, like I said, classic matchup. They've fought many, many times. Tons of player history here. Joe tends to favor the Jack right here. Don't really see him opt for the Geese very often. For whatever reason, I guess he's just very comfortable fighting ELN style with Jack. ELN can go either way though, Raven or Kunimitsu here. It tends to be Raven.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just curious about, you know, which side of ELN we're going to get. Are we going to get the super passive and patient ELN, keep out Black Hole all day, or are we going to get the go in and force mix up with down back 2s all day ELN? Because I don't know that I've seen ELN play the passive Black Hole style against Joe Crush. It's always been high offense, high mix-up, poke-based, and it doesn't work out for him. So I'm curious, genuinely.
What's interesting is several weeks ago I played ELN in one of the Tuesday night tournaments, and very smooth sailing for my Jack. Like, and I think he kind of played it aggressive, and just got through 2-0.
Yeah.
And then the following week, it was Black Hole style. Keep away, annoying as hell.
Yeah.
And I should have lost.
Oh,
I should have lost. It's one of those just like got away with murder, got like a miracle game in game 2, and barely managed to bring it back. But I think, you know, it's just a great example of how he's got those two kind of different modes, those styles available, and he figures it out. He figures out when to engage which ones. You know, maybe he'll have a different approach here after just that experience from our last 2 matches.
Yeah,
kind of approach Jack differently. We'll see.
Arena stage, very, very small stage here. Good for both players, both characters even. But definitely not good for ELN's runaway style.
Big damage if he catches the Black Hole, though.
Yeah.
Raven's wall damage. Ooh, do you have 2? Can he reach? Should be a nice, easy wall carry.
Get back up here. Oh, no.
Going for Oki.
Oh, boy.
I like it. That was so tricky. Great Oki.
And runs right to down for 2. Holy moly. Full steam ahead.
Okay, getting denied out of the upward 4. Goes for a back roll catch. ELN doesn't bite. One poke away.
Jeez, Louis is terrifying.
Joe really letting the DF2s fly right there. I think he did 3 or 4 attempts in one round.
Black hole!
It's so good! QCF 1-2. Bop, bop. Not quite.
Key charge! Whoa, what are you doing?
Oh my... No
Bro.
way he didn't get launched for that.
Right?
That was crazy.
Oh my god, Joe's ready.
To the wall. Nice
Hey.
wall carry.
Wow. Yellen is swinging right now, too.
Don't be whiffing.
Wait! What the heck?
swung
What?
with no
Oh
launch.
my gosh! He's gonna steal it!
Dead. That's dead. Rage art.
Why? Oh my
There you
god.
go. Yeah, that's reliable.
It's so scary though.
He wanted to make sure he had enough damage,
Yeah.
even though he had he didn't need that, but nice job, we got this 2 rounds straight.
Alright, ELN. Don't let it get to your head. Oh my gosh!
Definitely just caught the backdash straight
Yep.
up.
I hate when that
Nice wall
happens.
carry.
Look at the damage for that. Like, oops, I backdashed.
Holy crap.
You're dead.
Nice wall combo from Joe Crush there too. That was really optimal. Okay, nice perfect. Gets on the board. 2 rounds to 1. Joe trying to bring up the offense up close. ELN's found his space. Trying to play keep out. Ooh, scary. That he would have ate the last hit. He didn't respect it at all.
He wants to throw it out again, right? There's a bait. He knew he was going to
Yeah.
respect ELN, and so he was swung.
Maybe mind game.
Yep. Wow, the placement.
Ooh, yeah, whiff punish the jackhammer. He's gonna go for Oki here. Joe working his way in,
Yeah.
trying to bait something out.
No throw break.
Volcano runs under,
Oh boy.
gonna reach the wall. Huge damage
Hurts.
off of a throw.
She's got rage now.
Rips the launch punishable. He
5 seconds.
3 seconds.
Boost!
Oh my god.
Final round, game 1. ELN Joe
That's
Crush.
boot. Down low. Jackhammer. Slow low. This is crazy.
This is dope.
Final round up. This is so tense right now.
This is the first game, too. Joe Crush has a good lead right now. Turn
Oh,
around.
now a backbreaker. Guaranteed seeds, huge life lead.
You're dead.
Jackhammer.
More seeds.
Bonked him. Can't be ducking on wake up against Jack, man. He's gonna bonk you for 45 damage.
Damn.
That was crazy. That was 3 rounds straight. He came back. ELN was in the driver's seat, and Joe just carjacked him.
Yeah, that's really what happened. Yeah, that was rough. They were
I
close.
think the momentum clearly started to slip as soon as he just kind of ate that like stray down 1+2 at round start. You know,
Oh, for
big
sure.
perfect. ELN sort of lost his footing. Joe started really getting damage with the command grabs. And then the command grabs led to knockdowns that led to jackhammers. Like things just sort of fell apart. So it's tough. I mean, ELN, I think he lost a lot of momentum there. He's going to have to claw his way back into this match now.
Yeah, this is one of those situations where you started wondering in a best-of-3 situation if it's time to bring out like Kunimitsu or something, you know? But I don't actually think that it was that bad for Raven. I think that the black hole keep out style was actually decent there. Just the stage was too small for him.
Sometimes it can be like a tough pill to swallow when you like reflect on the match and you realize like the matchup had nothing to do with it. Like your defense just failed. Like you just didn't hold up. Didn't matter what character you're playing, you just didn't play good enough defense.
That's me all the time now.
But you got to accept that and just be like, all right, got to play, a little sharper. No more backdashes getting caught. Break the throws. Lock it in. So here we go.
All right, and luckily on the infinite stage here for ELN, random in his favor here.
Okay, good start. ELN's gonna get that life lead so he can play his keep out.
Yeah, let's see if it actually pays off from here.
Joe's just gonna have to work his way in slowly. Big risk from ELN, gets away with it. Just looking to just catch him. Okay. So, interesting mind game that happens there. Joe punishes the black hole with 2-1, and then it becomes a mind game if Joe should try to bait the parry.
Yep.
Or if he should finish the string and just go for the launch ready whip.
The throws.
They're getting through. Rage mode ELN?
That could be dead. Again.
It could be.
Oh, no! Wait, what?
Big. That's going to get blocked. Can he punish it?
He can't.
Oh, he's alive.
Oh my god, no! Oh, no.
No. He thought the forward 2 would kill. It was not enough.
Oh my gosh. At least there's not a wall here, you know? Like, silver lining.
Oh my god, 60%. The second hit. This is devastating for ELN though. I can't believe it.
I don't want to play anymore. I'm like,
this is just, you know, when those rounds happen like that, where like you had it but it slips, the momentum is, it really hurts how much momentum you lose. I'm not sure what he could have done better to punish that rage art. Maybe a deep dash, forward 4-3, or a slash kick perhaps.
Alright, not giving up yet. And that's the thing about ELN too, man. So many times this guy, I've beaten him 5 rounds straight, he brings it back at me, I hate him. Damn! Okay.
Should be dead. Ooh, okay. 2 rounds to 1. Joe Crush still in the lead. That's our trade. Wave.
Wow.
Mix up the timing enough. Joe Crush was even down there for a sec.
Oh, Joe wants that trade all day.
Oki time.
Debug. Black hole.
Right into the black hole.
Suck, man. What?
Oh, man, it's rough. If you don't sidewalk left first, your attack is almost never going to connect in that interaction. It's really hard.
Oh, boy.
Over the low. What a read. Trying to fight for his little winner's bracket life right here.
Got him to duck!
That was nice. Joe committed hard that time because he didn't like that he got mixed up with the timing last time.
The quicksand caught him before. This time in the mid.
Oh my god, in the back. Not much damage.
What are you doing, ELN? You play so smart. Oh my gosh!
Low
parry's good.
Late. What a parry at the crouch hip. Gonna even out the life. Goes for damage. He runs at him. He backs off.
What are you doing? Oh my gosh! What are you crazy? Punish it correctly! Oh god!
What a scramble!
Oh my gosh! That's 2 down 4-2s he didn't punish in that like last 2 rounds there. Joe Crush hangs on. I mean, ELN, he had some decent ideas there, crazy ideas, but decent, even despite the crazy. But didn't capitalize on the little opportunities that were given to him by Joe there.
He's creating those scrambles with the cartwheel into the teleport. Like I was saying, like really the only reliable way to win that interaction is you've got to sidewalk left as soon as you block the kicks. And then you'll be on the right axis to hit her when she comes out of the teleport. And so Joe wasn't doing that. It turned into a scramble every time. And somehow Joe just came out winning those scrambles, like still ready to duck down back 2-1s. And unfortunate for ELN. He caught some bad breaks in that set. Joe Crush, too clutch.
Exactly. Let's look at the bracket. Let's see what this leaves us, honestly, because I think that means we've got a winner's final squared away. We do Geese Joe Star versus Joe Crush. Joe Crush 2-0 over ELN. So that means our lower bracket's also squared away. We got ELN going to be going up against Divine Exorcist and Tondo going up against Gato. Nice.
Yes, they'll be playing out down in the lower brackets, squaring up the lower bracket semi-final. That'll happen off stream.
And of course, guys, if you guys want to be competing yourselves in these tournaments, make sure you guys sign up and get involved. Head on over to compete.playstation.com. As we mentioned, you know, lots of fighting games out there. You've got Tekken, as well as, I believe, Guilty Gear Strive, Dragon Ball FighterZ, etc., Mortal Kombat 11. There's also some sports games down there, Battle Royals like Apex Legends. Check it out again, compete.playstation.com.
And with that, I believe we're going to be tossing into a break before we come back with our winners finals match. So stick around, a lot more Tekken to come, and we'll see you soon.
gaming is defined by moments.
It is intense.
The joy of victory and the thrill of overcoming challenges. Welcome to our home of competitive gaming, where we can all experience exciting esports moments.
The final 1v1 of the game here.
And celebrate the pros and the rising stars.
I do want to see a female in the NCS.
Bringing you guides and deep dives.
Horizon can go up, but she can't go up fast.
And tournaments where the community competes.
Wait! Did he get?
No way!
Whether you're in a heated match,
Back, let's go!
or watching along at the edge of your seat.
A duo taking down a trio!
Let's create moments from the games you love.
He'll take it!
Join us and subscribe to our channel to follow everything esports on PlayStation.
PlayStation.
Welcome back, guys. PlayStation Tournaments, Tekken 7 Fight Nights from North America. We are winding our way down to top 4. We're up here with Joey Fury. It's been a fun one so far.
What's up, man? Yeah, it's been a great one. Got Mexico v USA matchup coming up very soon in the winners finals. Before we jump over that, just want to give you guys a quick reminder once again, tell you about the PlayStation Esports YouTube page. You can head on over to youtube.com/@PlayStation Esports. A bunch of awesome content to check out over there. I believe last time I was telling you, Rip, about the video they had about the Road to Evo series from last year.
Exactly.
Which we've just been wrapping up and completing a new one this year. So lots of cool stuff to check out over there.
No, yeah, I was talking to people about how crazy it is that, where we started, forever ago with Evo, and now to have PlayStation backing it and bringing players there directly, it's just, unbelievable. But let's take a look at our bracket one more time and see where we're at. I know we're almost close to our top 4. You see, of course, 2DMT Geese Joestar versus Joe Crush going to be the upper bracket final. And then down below, ELN versus Divine Exorcist and Tondo versus Gato. Those will be the last 2 spots to close out the top 4. Of course, top 4 is where you get paid out. That's what you want to head to and achieve so you can get your payday, basically.
Some crazy matches down in the lower bracket. They're going to play out unseen, and we'll see who emerges from the depths, shark-infested waters, as they say. But
For sure.
First thing, we're going to be checking out the winner's side. Geese Joestar and Joe Crush.
Yeah, do you know the history between these two in terms of results? I don't think I see them play a lot, but I would assume that Joe Crush has a small edge.
They play. Joe's got a big edge.
Big edge.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Joe's got a big edge. I don't know what the record is exactly, or if Geese Joestar has gotten him, but I have seen them encounter each other in bracket a lot. I've seen them play in some of the fight nights, and it goes into Joe Crush's favor pretty heavily. That said, I think we've been seeing an elevated level from Geese Joestar tonight. I think the Akuma's been playing better than I've really ever seen. So we'll see how that makes a difference against, I think, one of his bracket demons, as they say.
Interesting.
Yeah, this is a tough one for him, definitely.
Yeah, I mean, I totally agree, though. I think that right now, Geese Joestar, the Akuma, is the best I've ever seen it from him. I would be shocked if he comes out here swinging with Geese Howard, right? So hopefully he does bring out the Akuma here, because that has been putting in work today. And Akuma, I don't think a character's got a bad matchup. Some people have talked in the past about how Jack is good against Akuma for stopping the jump-ins because he's so tall, and the standing 2 is easier to float out the jump-in. But oh my goodness, forget the Akuma.
Forget about it. Let's not even talk about it.
Wow.
Okay, I think that kind of goes to show that there's a mental block, or there's an idea
sure.
I can't beat this guy with Geese and Akuma. I gotta reach deep in the bag of tricks, try to throw him off. This is a wild card pick right here.
Definitely. Jungle Outpost 2. Leroy. Oh no.
Oh, stuffed.
We're gonna have to try that one again. I mean, that could be wait a second, did I pick Leroy? I meant Akuma. They're not even next to each other.
Maybe it was maybe you just disconnected. I didn't mean to do that.
It's just unlikely, but I mean, I hope we do get to see the Leroy, because I actually have not seen him play Leroy before. So I'm just curious to see what his Leroy looks like. I think Leroy is a fun character. I don't know how good he is anymore. Obviously, we've seen Chikrin been doing decent with them, I would say, around the world. But even at Chikrin's level, where he's super optimal, you still see him faltering a little, right? So I'm curious about where this character actually stands in the current meta of the game.
Yeah, I mean, a very solid performance from Chikrin at CEO just last week. Got into that top 8 running Geese and Leroy. I think the character clearly has a lot of potential. Probably a bit matchup dependent. I think Leroy can really excel here. Jack wants to put on a lot of pressure and keep his offense going, and Leroy's got so many good defensive buttons. Just the Sabaki parry and the back 2 and his orbital. Got a lot of good options, I think. So it's an interesting pick. But that said, like, to pull all that stuff off and really like integrate it into your defensive rhythm, you got to be really good. Like, it's not easy, especially a Jack like Joe Crush is really going to make you work to make the right defensive reads. He's going to mix things up and keep it difficult for you.
Oh, for sure. And I think, Leroy, he's got that up forward 1, which is a punch, but also turns into a parry. It's built-in parry into a punch. It's an interesting attack.
It has back 2 built into it. Yeah, it's crazy.
Exactly. So it's like you get the attack, but if they happen to attack you during your attack, you get a parry. Like, what? It's great. So we'll see if he ends up using that move at all.
Yeah.
But I remember, prior to the nerfs with him, obviously if he parried with back 2 against Jack's jackhammer, if he timed right, he would get like a big punish. He could get back 3 and get like a full launcher.
Yep.
But now back 3 is no longer a launcher on regular hit or counter hit. So, that change I think has been a big one. I don't know what he does instead. I don't think he can do parry into down forward 2.
Maybe 1+2. I don't know if that reaches, but that seems to be like a potential option right there. But even just producing that interaction, you got to read that jackhammer timing and be ready for it. So we'll see what he's capable of with this character. Like you were mentioning, I mean, up forward 1 is a crazy button. I think it plays a big role in this matchup. Really, maybe the only solution for Jack, if he scouts that, is he's got to duck it and launch it. Or he could do something crazy like down 1+2, which is totally in Joe Crush's toolkit. It's totally a possibility that we could see that. So
Joe Crush using down 1+2, never. Never.
Okay, Leroy is legit. Here we go.
And Mishima Building is where we're headed, okay? Good luck to both players, Geese, Joestar. Let's see if the Leroy pick pays off here. Upper bracket finals. 1st to 3 this time.
Ah, yes. Into 1st to 3 territory.
I thought the Akuma was doing so good today.
Yeah, I mean, maybe he's just going to throw the Leroy out there, see if he can do some damage. If it doesn't work, go back to home base. Here we go.
All right.
Hopefully Leroy's warmed up, because I know Joe Crush is warmed up. He was feeling himself. Okay, slash kick to get started.
Did he pick the Leroy colors to match Joe's Jack?
Good solid aesthetic right now.
Yep.
Okay, attacking the legs. Oh, man.
Good choice.
A little late on the boot. Down 3-2s?
Marching.
Oh my goodness, he opts not to take his 10-frame punish and just throws him into the wall. Counter. Oh my god, he's getting ripped.
Everyone is getting gripped today. Joe Crush getting the 1st round.
Double pyramid driver. That was 80 damage worth of throws.
I feel like Joe has hit almost every Jack though so far. That's kind of crazy.
The only one that's missing is down back 2+3, or what is it? Down forward 2. I can't remember. down forward 2+3. He's gonna bring it up the wall right here.
Oh man. Oh, you ready to duck it? Okay.
Oh, DFK caught him trying to step out of Hermit. The boot. Looking like easy lifting for Joe Crush so far. He's just struggling, gonna eat a big counter hit around start.
I mean, the marching's been working.
It's marching, but it has not been enough.
Nope.
There you go. Just keep stacking them up. Okay.
Wow, hard duck.
He was sick of eating down 3-2s.
Yeah.
Cool combo. Ooh.
And a Hell's okay. Don't forget, we still got a cane too.
Yeah, still has it. Can't forget about that. That can kill you for even just like a slight forward tap trying to approach.
Ooh, outer range of the low. Wild stand 2 for the punish.
Did you reach this wall? Yes. rips it.
Wow.
Small punish, but gets a float. Spring.
Ooh, I love it. The rain 0 running 3.
Oh, Joe
Punish
crush.
that. Yeah.
Solid punish. Joe with rage, though.
That was really good.
Joe with rage, though.
Nah.
Oh.
No. Oh,
Nice.
okay.
Okay, forcing the final round here. He's just started turning it around.
And the cane.
Oh, no duck on the 2-2.
Damn, that was good.
That was excellent. Oh, no.
What?
Unfortunate drop. Peculiar drop.
Doesn't matter. Half life bar lead plus for Joe Crush.
Putting up a wall of pokes. One
We're
guess.
gonna need that cane with rage.
Kane with... Okay, burns
We
it.
had to do it. Okay.
Simple. Keep it simple, DF1 from Joe Crush.
Not a single parry out of Geese Joestar. No up forward 1, no back 2, nothing.
Wow.
Interesting.
Yeah, I mean, he was doing some damage, really just loosening up with the big lows, the big risky lows, like down 3-2, down back 3, 1+2. And once he established them, got Joe Crush committing to some big ducks. But it just wasn't enough, even with all of those high damage lows and mix-ups. He couldn't just weather the storm that's Joe Crush's offense. And that's tough when you're not on your main character, just having to defend against this Jack specialist.
Yeah, I mean, he did a decent job, I think. But we also didn't see. I'm trying to think of everything we didn't see out of his Leroy, right? Like we never saw a back 1+2 shotgun. I feel like that could have been useful in the match there, especially when Joe got really offensive with his pressure. I felt like, now's the time. Try to counter with back 1 or back 1+2, or go for a parry. And he really had none of those options, which for a Leroy place, like that's what you should be thinking about. I feel like even 1-1.
Yeah, you got to establish some of those buttons. I think he's thinking very offensively with Leroy, rather than about the defensive buttons.
Definitely.
So
Flush him down the toilet. Go back to Akuma.
It was a good try. He forced fun around.
Yeah, exactly. But Leroy is gone. Back to the Akuma now.
Same stage.
And, yeah, that's kind of crazy too. He's got the higher rank. It should be fine.
He's got all that prowess too. Okay. The Akuma only down 1 game in this first of 3. Let's see how he does. Joe with the 2 jabs. Solid punish. Nice.
Confirmed the Tatsu off of the jabs. And Joe's going to punish that while standing too. The first player we've seen do it today.
Yeah, not respecting the fireball follow-up. 2 1s.
Everything hitting, but jumping's hitting too. And he's got meter now.
It only takes 1 jump in.
And he didn't even have to burn any meter for it. Beautiful combo.
Let's do all of that. Nicely done. Okay, Joe, picking up where you left off. Get these 2 jabs going. Try not to get your low jumped over. Maybe this round will be different. We're trying to grab him.
Oh, and that should have been back when we're fine. Jab DP. FADC.
Yeah, Joe, a little bit of a misplay there. Went for a 15 frame punish on a -14 attack.
Dunk.
Boy.
And the power crush behind it is a really smart choice, actually. That's cheap.
Yeah, I wonder if he reacted to the side-step 1. He was right on top of it. Joe looking for a hug, gonna get punished. Joestar's got the momentum now. Another down 4. Spring kick to turn the momentum.
Oh,
What
he's
a
ready.
Dog, dude. That was really ready. Joe in a terrible position right now, but can he square up the wall? He's known for his comebacks.
Oh, yeah. Down forward 1-1 off the mix. Got him. 3 straight for the Akuma. You just got to believe, man. Some days you're on.
Yeah, that was much better than the Leroy. What do you know? What do you know? Tying it up 1-1. So Joe not in a bad spot here. He got that first game. He can really reflect on what just happened. There was a bit of a pace change from Leroy to Akuma, so got some time to lock it in.
Damn, that's crazy. His Akuma, Geese Joestar's Akuma, is looking so much better than it has in the past. I'm impressed, dude. I feel like he's a little bit simpler, right? He doesn't have the crazy execution combos that we see out of like the hitbox Akuma players, but you don't need them. You really don't. And you're seeing the amount of damage he gets even doing these kind of like old school combos. I feel like it's very rare to see the jab, DP, FADC kind of combos. I'm like that's the first couple years of Akuma. I feel like people moved past that for the most part, unless you like had to use the meter for that in those situations.
Right.
But in that one instance, I think there was like back one, nothing. Joe did down for two, and then instead of doing another back one for the punish, he was like jab DP. Easier. So smart stuff overall. Simpler combos, but still gets a ton of damage off of it and effective.
Yeah, so the thing is, like, the character can still be very strong and effective, like you said, even without these like insanely lethal like 70-80% combos. Keep it simple, get solid damage, and then play to the character's strengths in neutral with these annoying pokes and keep out fireballs and evasive jumps. I mean, he's playing Akuma very clean right now. Man,
I gotta say, I'm really enjoying this random stage. I really am. Jungle Outpost coming up next year.
That's so much better. We gotta go back, man.
Yeah,
we gotta go back to random. We have to go back.
Oh man, so cool. But here we go, one apiece here. Winner final.
Oh, just on the range of the down four. See Joe recognizing that string got ducked. He's just gonna rock the double mids now. Full crouch DF 2-1. Ooh,
wow!
Joe thread the needle. Sick combo.
I heard you like to duck this windmill punch down 4-2.
Ooh, how much damage that did. Okay.
Wait a second though.
These guys are spring kick monsters. He's gonna get meter and then he's gonna down 3. Okay.
The wall, off the sidewall, dunk! Oh boy, fireballs. Oh my gosh! I can't believe that beat the step kick. That was crazy.
That was tight. To beat the step kick, you are supposed to go left, and he went left with the big body.
Yeah.
And he shot him in the face. That was tight.
His arm was longer than his foot, that's for sure.
So big Jackhammer gets focus attacked. That's the risk with throwing Jackhammer in this matchup. Akuma has such an accessible answer to it.
Launch? Oh no.
What? Double too late. He DP dead? Wait, the scaling.
No.
He lived on the scaling.
Uh-oh.
Not again. Oh.
Damn, that was the best strategy. Keep throwing fireballs, man. Eventually,
Bro, fireballs are so stupid. Look at that. That's crazy. Good job laming it out, though. That's what you want to do. Oh, no. Launched.
Punish him. Oh, damn, it worked out.
Another drop. You know what I think is happening there is Joe's fighting small body characters, Akuma and Leroy. And if you do forward 1-2 as a filler, your tailspin can drop on the small bodies.
Interesting.
You gotta do back 3-2 instead.
Let's see. With the quick size of left. Wow, good choice. Down forward 1 there.
Yeah, stuffed the full crouch low.
Oh, good call out from Joe.
That was a crazy block, and he should reach the wall with the forward 3-2. Oh no, DF 1-2-1.
It's okay. It's okay.
Good job. That was a great block from Joe Crush. He's got the down 4. Fireball.
Oh my gosh. Ooh. Okay. Oh no, nothing. After low parry.
I don't know what happened. It just wasn't quite ready. Choppy. Full meter. This is just so scary, but Joe knows. He knows what to be scared of.
And this is where Geese Joestar's Akuma kind of falls off of it usually. He's like full meter, crazy comeback potential, but that's usually what he doesn't have with them. Let's see what happens though. Oh boy.
He did the
weird
thing.
Stuff,
He did the thing again.
Yeah, they did the thing.
It was off while standing 3.
The things. All the things. The power crush there. Who would have seen it coming? Final round, game 3.
But he evened it up. 1 bar a meter. Down 4 under the jabs.
Another one.
Oh boy. He's gonna burn the meter
there. Yep. And see, this is a little bit of damage for Akuma, right? Like a lot of Akuma players don't do it. Oh man, never mind. Oh my gosh!
It could have been so much.
I would have ducked.
Joestar looking to go up 2-1 against the bracket demon.
What a run up low parry!
What is this?
Is it enough damage? What the hell?
Worst combo. Okay, nice job closing out. Such a dominant round, though. Such a dominant round. Seriously, that was great. Oh, he did
That
so
combo
many
was
hits.
crazy. I know. And then he burnt FNEC to dash jab or something.
Yo, he averaged like 3 damage per hit.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Like I said, when he has a bunch of meter with Akuma, that's where he's least effective. 1 bar meter, he'll figure out how to make that count, But he's up 2-1 here. This Akuma is playing ridiculous today. The run-up low parry was sick, too.
Yeah, I mean, there was just a little hiccup on that combo there at the end, but like...
He was trying to optimize, he was, what's the word?
He put himself in a hole. He was trying to dig himself out of the hole because he accidentally started with a jab.
He was freestyling. He was freestyling a combo to be optimal.
Honestly, the fact that he started it with the jab, what he did was actually like super good because he really wasn't going to get a lot of damage at that point.
We need to cash this in somehow.
He got like 9 hits in that combo.
And he's still up 2-1. Do you think Joe Crush switches to Geese here?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think he's still going to be feeling confident.
Okay.
Like just because of his history fighting Geese Joestar with the Jack.
Yeah.
And it was still final round. It's not like he got dominated or anything. Joe's tends to be like very confident just in general as a player. So
no, for sure.
I mean, he could switch, but I don't know.
I remember the NA versus EU 10v10. He was going to play. I think it was Sephi. And I was like, I just asked him like, "Hey, how do you feel about this?" He's like, "Oh no, I got this." I'm like, "Okay." You would have beat him up. I was like, "Damn."
Yeah, man, he's good, dude.
Yeah, and look at that, random
That's
to
great.
infinite stage.
Okay, infinites. Some people like the infinite against Akuma. You don't got to deal with the down 3s at the wall, so could be good.
Some people like infinite against Jack. I feel like.
True.
Okay. Down 4s all day.
Little drop there.
Oh boy.
Excellent punish from Joe Crush. 14 on the dot. I like this offense from Joe Crush, setting things up with the 2 jab. Nice call out. How did he know?
He knew. He's in his head.
Denies the spring kick. Ooh. Looking a lot more locked in right there. Just his rhythm with the pokes. Oh no, jumped over the high jab.
And that's what people talked about before. I was like, really? Hey. Conversion.
What the? Okay, I gotta write that one down.
Spring kick conversion. That was clean.
The Jack scrolls. These guys have been like 100% on spring kicks, both of them.
What?
Jab. Oh, he was looking to set up a throw. Wasn't ready.
Out of range.
Joe
Ow,
really
he blocked it. What?
Joe really wants a throw right now.
Oh, the double flash duck fireball. What the hell?
Oh my god, he's autopiloting the crouch jab after DF11.
Oh my gosh.
Joe
He was not gonna kill.
No, not even close. But can put him
Air
down.
fireball.
Whoa!
Holy crap! Not like that.
That was not the answer.
I don't even know if it did Air EX Tonto or Air EX fireballs.
You know what I think happened? I think Geese Joestar can probably like jump Tatsu over the running tackle, but not against Jack because Jack is so tall.
Wow.
I think that's probably why he got caught. Oh, that's gonna launch.
This is going hurt.
Running at him again. Tombstone.
Oh.
Okay.
Debug Pixel.
Down low.
Give me that. Give me that down back one. 2-2 here in our winter final. All tied up, man. I wish you had never picked Leroy. It's like, damn. But now, final game, he gets a choice. I mean, imagine he brings out Geese. That would be crazy.
Yeah, I mean, the Akuma, I think, is still his best bet. You could see Joe Crush tried to shake things up there by asserting some more command grabs. He was trying to get that Corp Circle back 2 a few times, couldn't quite find it, but he found that Tombstone there in the 3rd round.
Yeah.
So he's making adjustments, trying to find the weak points in Geese Joestar's game.
I'm thinking that second round, when it was the running situation, he tried to do Air EX Tots or whatever he did. like, can't you just do EX Dragon Punch?
EX. Well, it's gonna get armored.
But Joe had like no health.
There is a pretty significant damage reduction on the running armor attack, though. So I don't know. It's hard to say. I'm not sure how much life he had.
Yeah.
But it reduces damage quite a bit. I'm not sure how the system works exactly. I wish I did know.
Yeah, I just remember Joe had no health because I thought, like, when I first said just jump back fireball, I was thinking, like, all you gotta do is find one random straight. He does switch to Geese.
Switched. It's a bold move.
All he would have to do is find a random jump back air fireball because he only had like one hit and he was dead. So, but let's see here. Final game of the set. Joe Crush, Jack, Geese, Joestar bringing out the Geese Mishima building. Damn, they're ending where they started.
Yep. Interesting that he's willing to switch, make this gamble. I don't know. I got a feeling that Joe likes the switch right here, but you never know.
Never know.
Final game.
Exactly.
Here we go. Oh, you big whiff.
I think he's gonna do down 4. Because he's been doing it at the Kuma start of every round. I was like, he's doing it at the Geese here too for sure.
Oh, down low, and he's down there. Chucks him into the wall.
Oh no.
Puts himself against the wall.
Oh no. Oh no. 4 of them?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh no.
Swings in to the counter hit string. Going for Oki again. Oh, he ducks, but he misplaced his jackhammer, unfortunately. Joe Crush looking so confident. Geese Joestar doesn't even have any meter to work with yet.
Ouch. He's got 1 bar now. And rage. That might be enough for Geese, honestly, with this much health.
Yeah, just 1, standing 2.
Spent the meter.
He's looking for it, but the meter's gone now. Right. Joe Crush looking for the power shovel.
Set point.
Things are looking rough for the Geese. Great low parry call out from Joe Crush. And he's feeling himself all right.
Yep.
He opens up with the down 1+2. You know you're in a bad spot. Whew. Oh man, everything there for Joe Crush.
Bounce.
Bum bum bum. 1 guess.
It's
Spring
over.
kick.
It's over.
Finally denied. Not gonna get him out of dodge this time.
And Joe Crush moving in to the grand finals there, 3-2 over Geese Joestar. Congratulations. That's a top 2 finish for Joe Crush here.
Big time in the money. Deep in the money.
Oh, yeah. And Geese Joestar, when you look back at that set, you know, Leroy did decent. He went a final round at least. The Akuma put in work, though. And Geese was not quite ready yet, I think.
Geese was last in the class. The third place finisher on that squad. Geese, yeah, he took the gamble. Tried to go for it. I mean, Akuma was definitely the high value pick, but good try. 3-2 set there.
Yeah.
He's still in it. He can still come back with the Akuma.
He's still in it. So let's take a look at the bracket, though. We know that Joe Crush moving into that grand final spot. And that, of course, means that Geese Joestar down there in the lower bracket final waiting for the winner between our losers. Semifinal, which is going to be ELN and Gato. ELN 2-0 over Divine Exorcist. And Gato 2-0 over Tondo. So ELN versus Gato here. Probably Raven and Ganryu?
Yeah, I mean, there's the possibility we can see the Geese at this point from Gato. But, yeah, Ganryu is the one we see more often. But yeah, like losing Divine and Tondo that early, I mean, they're such strong contenders. I'd say, like, even particularly Divine Exorcist makes a lot of deep runs in these. So he had a tough night running into some super tough competition.
Yeah, I mean, PlayStation tournaments, fight nights, man. It's always difficult after once you get to the top 8, right? So, no easy path really forward. But ELN Gato, congratulations. You guys are in the top 4, getting paid out here.
In the money.
Congratulations, of course. Exactly. Yeah, you in the money. But that's our next matchup, ELN and Gato. And I'm curious to see where ELN's at. Like, I wonder if it's lower bracket Kunimitsu time or what, you know?
Haven't seen Kunimitsu at all tonight. He just goes through these phases, man, where sometimes he's just bouncing back and forth between the characters. Other times it's just like Raven all the way or Kunimitsu all the way.
How do you feel about Kunimitsu in general?
Very, very strong, but I think like there's like two different archetypes of Kunimitsus that I see, and some of them like they just play this really annoying keep out game with her, and then others it's like a very like oppressive, compact like poke style, like that you kind of see. I mean, Arslan Ash is like, you know, the Kunimitsu right now.
Yep.
But I do see like some players just take this very like awkward pace with her. Like they're not even backdashing, kind of just like standing there. And it's like I could set dash at you at any time, but I could also like power crush at any time, or I could hop knee, or I could sidestep 4. Like she can be a tricky one to like assess like how they're gonna play exactly. And he's going Kunimitsu, interesting.
Yeah, and Gato going with the Geese Howard. Damn, so we're wrong on both calls. All right, it wasn't Ganryu versus Raven at all. Geese Howard versus Kunimitsu.
I thought it was gonna be a Raven kind of night.
Yeah, for sure.
For ELN, but
he's got those moods, man. And this is only first of 2 best of 3 situation too.
And you know, like talking about players who have their own identity, like we were seeing a match from Ace Unlimited tonight. ELN's got kind of an interesting identity with Kunimitsu. He's one of the only players I see make a lot of usage of up forward 4. It's just like kind of slow attack, but it's a mid normal hit knockdown that leads into forward 2. And he uses it with the full crouch mix a lot. I'm interested to see if he can be productive the up forward 4 here, because he loves that move with her.
I feel like he was one of the first Kunis that did a lot of down forward 2 and back 2 that I ran into at least. But oh boy, early con right here.
That's a very proficient Geese player. He's got the combos on lock always.
Bounce.
Ooh, I like that resplat. What the heck?
He's going crazy.
The forward 4-2 there is so good. It's outrageously greedy to try to want more than that. And he wanted more. The
he
need
needed
for
more.
greed.
I think it's what he really wanted.
The need for greed. Okay, got to out the fireballs. Ooh, what a duck, but oh, he did the cross go back 2-1. That's interesting, because it covers slower while standing attempts.
Wow, he did a crossover grounded version, and the get up kick still found him.
ELN struggling at the start, and this is first to 2. Don't got a lot of time. Nice punish. Gato was really good with these.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's kind of like, why were you using Ganryu again?
Why even pick Ganryu? You can play Geese like this.
Uh-oh.
Insane damage, always off this launcher.
Yeah, Geese is ridiculous, dude.
It is. Like, his combos are nuts.
And he knows what he's doing. He knows where the walls are at. Good use of meter.
Look at the crouch cancel 2 punish.
Yeah. Don't use Ganryu anymore, please.
Yeah, bro, like, come on.
1-0 here. Oh, man. Rough.
Yeah, well, like, who is this guy? I've never seen this guy in my life. Like, who's playing Geese like this? It's crazy.
Oh, man. That's wild.
Super dominant opening game. ELN couldn't get anything started with Kunimitsu.
Yeah, even the stuff that I was talking about that I thought he would use, he didn't use either. No, I mean, I think he tried 1 down for 2 was like a range 0-1, whereas in the past he tried as a keep out kind of down forward 2. So, you know, interesting style. No 1-1, no 2-2, no down forward 1-2 even. Very interesting Kunimitsu.
Yeah. I mean, it might be a case that the Kunimitsu's not warmed up. He has been playing Raven all night, but it might be a case of like, you don't got time to warm her up anymore, man. Like, your tournament life's on the line. Maybe go back to Raven and give this a shot.
Yeah, like, I would understand this pick more if it was actually losers final or grand finals, but losers semi situation,
double down.
2 games, yeah,
double down.
I don't mind this woman though. Like, as I've said before, there's been countless times that I've beat this guy 5-0 rounds, and he's come back against me. So he knows what he's doing out there.
Isn't that just the worst, man?
I hate it.
Oh, it's the worst.
The thing is, I don't
ever.
like. I can't even give him credit for it. You know, I'm like, that's me. I'm that bad. Once I'm a 5 rounds straight, I'm that bad, you know?
Bro, I mean, it's crazy. It happens at every level. Even at the highest level, that stuff happens. You know, some players just...
Oh, yeah.
They dig deep and they make those comebacks. Let's see if you can do it here.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see. Gato is looking really good with this Geese Howard picked up.
Alright. Nice float. Perfect wall carry. Okay, jab pressure. Yeah, I'm giving him the statue treatment. Just gonna get splatted for standing there. Oh, super delayed get up kick. That was tight. Can he reach the wall?
Yeah, he did that in the last round, too. His get up time has been very good.
Wall to wall
Combos.
get up kick. That was great. Catch some dunking.
Doesn't convert, though.
Not in a bad spot, though. But there it is. The up forward four. Look how much damage that does, man.
It's a grip.
He's great with that move. I don't know why we don't see it more, actually, from other opponents.
They're all obsessed with their other ridiculously good moves.
Poison. What a parry. Can we reach the wall again? I think it's going to be too far this time. Sidewalk. Trying to grip him up. ELN does use her kind of like a grappler. Tries to get those throws quite a bit.
Throw game is pretty annoying. Beautiful duck in the high. Here's launch to the wall we go.
One too many hits. Kind of lost his wall positioning. Now Gato's going to try to run with it.
Oh boy.
Unfortunate. He looked like he tried to parry out of that pressure, but mistimed. Ooh, off axis. Okay, spacing out, slowing down, sniped him.
Kunai. Oh my gosh.
Sniped him.
I sniped with my fists. Wow, size to get up was good.
Yeah, to the right. Nice down forward to shut that down. Is he gonna burn meter?
Again. I don't think he needs to.
That was
again.
impressive.
Yeah, no meter, crouch cancel combo punish. Pretty good, Gato, pretty good.
He's
Set
pretty
point.
good, man. Dude, like, he punished that with the standing two. Like, absolute Geese specialist. Crazy.
Yeah.
The launch punishable up back both kicks. Oh, this is looking
brought out.
grim.
Oh,
wait, he dropped it. There's one chance here. Yo, you gotta punish that, man.
bro. Yeah.
Not twice.
Oh.
Not like this.
Gato 2-0 over ELN. Congrats, ELN, on 4th place here at PlayStation Tournaments Fight Nights for Tekken 7. But Gato going to be moving on, staying on to get to the top 3 now.
Good effort, but Gato just a bit too sharp.
Yeah, his Geese looks sharp, dude. Super duper sharp. Also, going to be going up against Geese Joestar next, right? In the losers finals. So, I don't know if Geese Joestar is feeling that Geese, though. But we have 3 Geese players in the top 3, I just realized.
Yeah, I mean, Joe Crush hasn't made use of the Geese
Nope,
tonight.
not tonight.
Not tonight, but yeah, 3 Geese players are in the running. But yeah, man, like, just the way Gato's playing the character, even just like those little things, like, okay, block the stagger low, crouch cancel standing 2.
Yep.
And then the quick awareness of, like, I don't have to burn meter to kill here. Like, I can just splat him and then step off the wall to reset the axis. Like, really good awareness. It's crazy how proficient he is with his character when we see so much of his Ganryu.
Yeah, certainly. Even tonight, right, he was starting off with the Ganryu. It was working out fine for him. But then when you compare what we saw with the Ganryu compared to what we just saw with the Geese Howard, it really begs the question, do we need to see this Ganryu again? I mean, it was decent. It wasn't terrible by any means, but the Geese looks ridiculous.
Yeah,
ridiculously efficient and optimal. So I like what I'm seeing so far out of it, and hopefully he sticks to that.
Yep. Potential Geese mirror coming up. Might be a 2D battle. But lower bracket finals is set.
Yeah, I think if I'm Geese Joestar here, first of all, I don't know their player history, so maybe he'll have some of that to go off of. But I think that just the way things have been going from tonight, I think you got to stick to Akuma here.
I think so, for sure. I mean, the Akuma's on a different level from his Geese. It was just, like, so apparent. I hope that he recognizes that and just kind of feels like, all right, it's an Akuma night for him.
Yeah.
Sometimes one of your characters just catches fire.
And the strange thing about it to me was that when he brought out the Geese, he played it like it was Akuma, right? Like he started the round in down 4, and then he immediately did a jump in with Geese with no meter. I'm like, what are you gonna do with that? Like, where is this headed exactly? So it I feel like his brain is just definitely in Akuma mode right now, and I feel like he just got to stick there.
Yes, exactly the way I would put it. Like he's just in that mindset. The way he's thinking about the game and his game plan just locked into that character. So I think we can expect Geese versus Akuma, at least just based on the way the two of them have been playing. Seems to be
coming back.
It's gonna be Leroy versus Fakumram.
Wow,
that's the third string character
know.
from Gato.
Yeah?
It is.
Damn, it could potentially happen, y'all. It could. I hope not, though. I hope not. I hope we do get Geese versus Akuma, actually, which is not something you hear me say very often.
No, I would never say that.
Nope. Most people would not. But in this instance here, it's the characters for these players that are doing the best for both of them.
Yeah, I mean, you want to see players at their absolute best. That's what makes it exciting. So, could be a showdown of the 2Ds. Yeah, what else is new, man? How you been?
How have I been?
I don't know how much I can talk about the 2Ds.
Oh. No, well, what I was going to ask you is, did you ever consider trying them out? Like, obviously, you play in tournaments still. Like, did you ever consider maining either of them?
I actually played quite a bit of Geese when he first dropped. I remember the character came out, and I was just like, this is interesting. Like, he's so weird. Like, there's never been anything like this in Tekken. Like, even compared to Akuma's mechanics, it's like really, really weird. I remember playing that character and looking back, like the level of non-optimization of my combos was just like insane. Like the amount of meter I was just burning through like constantly. Like every time I had a chance to just do like a Raging Storm or like the Raigo Repuken, I'm just like, bro, unload that. Like, let's go.
Exactly.
But he built up meter really fast back then.
Yeah.
But yeah, I messed with the character a bit, but I just kind of came away from him and was never like, okay, I'm going to main Geese. But definitely the 2D character that I've played the most of was him. In some ways, I kind of regret not just like really pushing, because I mean,
looking back at it now, you're like, man, look at this character now, dude. If I just committed. No, because I remember when I tried out Geese Howard, my main thought process was, I want to know what this wall bounce mechanic is about, and because no other character had it at that point, right? It was just Geese who had it at first by himself, and they rolled it into all the other characters afterwards. But I was just messing with that, and I was like, wait, I don't get it. How do I use this max mode thing? And all the KOF people in my chat, they were like, oh, you do it like this and like that. I'm like, this is too much work. Like, I just want to play Tekken, and this is another level on top of that. So I didn't want to learn all of that, and so because of it, I abandoned the character relatively quickly, actually. I was like, nope, this one's not for me. I could see the potential here, but not for me.
Yeah, it's interesting how much that that quality of, that like Dave Serlin book, Playing to Win, he like assesses qualities of top players, and one of them he calls appraisal. It's like your ability to look at a character and what they have and like see the potential, see what's good. Yeah. And I always got the feeling with Geese, I'm like, oh, it's just like big, crazy combos. And I didn't identify early enough, like, I didn't appraise how good his jab and his DF1 were. Until later on, I saw people just tearing it up with jabs and DF1s. And I kind of wish I saw how good his, like, small Tekken was sooner.
No, definitely. I mean, even, like, the Akuma and Geese jab and down forward 1-1, the recovery on those, I was like, I didn't know that those are different for so long. I was like, wait, how come I can't duck you and launch that?
Like, how come when you whiff it and like I'm doing a high crush, like you still block it? Why is this happening? It's messed up. But here we go, the 2D battle we anticipated.
This is the one we were hoping for. This is first to 3 games, losers final, Gato and Geese Joestar.
Oh, jab underneath the jump in. Such a dynamic move, that jab.
And this is crazy too, right? Because we were talking about how Geese Joestar has not really been very optimal with Akuma, but Gato has been super optimal with Geese. But it's also Geese Joestar's best character right now is his Akuma, so it's strange.
Optimization matters, but somehow like it's not everything. If you can still hit them more, you're gonna win.
This is true.
Just gotta hit them a little bit more than they have to hit you. Oh, jump versus jump.
Air to air.
Fireballs versus fireballs. Yeah, Geese Joestar gonna get shut down by the old back 3-2.
First round of Gato there.
That's a close one.
And watching these guys jump around though, I can see that one of the failings of adding these characters to the game was that they didn't commit to making anti-airs a thing.
Yep.
You know, like jumping state characters should have been bigger hurt box to regular hits or something.
There's no reliable way to negate it. Crazy.
It's a problem.
But they're gonna take advantage of it because that's what you're supposed to do.
Counter.
What the? what a call out. Sidewall. Nice. 3 hits on the sidewall.
Punish?
Spring kick battle.
Oh my god, come on.
Big missed
meter
opportunity.
and rage, yeah.
Geese Joestar got a lot of meter to work with, but he does have 3 rounds. He needs to come back. Block. Tried to sidestep 2 punished. Not in range. Full meter. Oh, lost ending 3.
Beyond wake up.
Gonna turn the momentum here. Interesting combo. Just trying to get off this wall. Gato threatening the standing 2.
Oh boy, that was the worst way to spend 2 bars of meter with Akuma.
Yo, down the drain. And now Gato's got the 2 bars.
Committing.
Wait.
Here's a wild stand 2, but no meter now.
He's at his
we get
strongest when Akuma is at his weakest. Unoptimized combos and no meter. Oh, wait.
Sidewall, off the wall, it doesn't matter. Gato, 3 rounds straight.
Optimization matters. What a
Oof.
conversion on the sidewall.
Well, now what do you do though? Is it Geese time?
I feel
Leroy?
like there were some close rounds there, especially the first one. I don't know.
I don't know
man.
that I believe in this Akuma right now. Against Gato's Geese at least.
But it's like, yeah, I mean, he could go with the Geese. The Geese is like the main, but I don't know. I feel like you can't lose confidence too fast, just losing one game.
True.
It's the first of 3.
The thing about that specific set is I feel like he doesn't have a lot of experience in it based on what I saw there. Because there was something, I think it was I think he did down 4 and Gato did a punish that didn't reach and he wasn't ready to capitalize at all. And I feel like, you know, if you're a main of the character, you'd have known that situation and be like, all right, with that punish and I got you, you know, standing 2 and 2, whatever.
Right.
But there was nothing there at all. And I felt like there was a couple instances of that happened. So if he wins, or if he's going to win this set, you know, he's going to have to play when Akuma's at his weakest, you know, more consistently. Because obviously that big meter dump he had that gave him like no damage was brutal. And
Yeah.
he is abandoning it. I don't blame him for it. Dragons Nest where they're headed for the Geese mirror match.
Man, the meter dump. That's rough.
It was a brutal one for sure. I think that when they nerfed the meter gain speed for both of these characters, Geese and Akuma, but I feel like it hurts Akuma more when you miss the combo. I feel like Geese, he'll figure something out. You know, he'll be okay. But Akuma, when you drop 2 bars like that, it's like, oh my gosh, good luck.
That's rough. Oh my goodness. Okay, rip the DF14 out the gate. Gato picking up where he left off. Going for Oki. Wow. Optimized. You know it. Almost got to the next ball. That
Boots!
is...
Holy crap.
That was a wild perfect. Geese Joestar, dig deep. Oh my goodness, that could have been...
He's in
Could've
jumping
been a-
mode right now.
Could have been a metered standing 2. Down low. Too slow.
Okay.
Alright, that's something. Gato
for the
playing
counter.
loose.
I don't really blame him either, right? He's been so dominant so far.
Right. Ooh. Oh, gonna get chucked into the wall.
Ooh, interesting.
Cool Oki with the quarter circle back 2-3. And Gato up 2 rounds now. With the meter advantage. He's outplaying him on multiple levels. And that's gonna do a lot.
Yeah, outspaced. Got the whip punish. Look at the damage off it too, 60%. Ay ay ay.
Oh, okay, he's gonna leave him alive. just to do that.
Oh
Gato.
no. That was pretty sick. But what a jerk.
You think he left him alive just so he could do that? Because
I
I
think
almost
so.
got that feeling.
I think he did. It was a weird way to burn the meter at the end anyway, right? Super duper confident right now. Right now. Gato.
Right now.
Yep. Turned me to a cat right now.
Gato. Gato means cat.
Right meow.
Okay, 2-0 in favor of Gato. Beat the Akuma, won the Geese mirror dominantly. I think even worse than he beat the Akuma.
Yeah, actually. I think, honestly, the Geese is in Akuma mode.
All right, it's Leroy time, baby.
I think it actually is. I think it actually is Leroy
You
time.
think so?
I actually think it's not a terrible way to go right now.
Yeah, just throw up the prayer. See if
I
you
think it's
can,
Leroy or Akuma.
run 3 straight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
It's,
Leroy wasn't terrible either, even against Joe Crush, right? It was final round of that first game.
Right, true. It is a different story, though. Like you're mentioning, looked kind of unfamiliar in the matchup against Geese, and
Yeah.
like Leroy's like a 3rd string character. He's probably going to be most unfamiliar
Yep.
right
But
there. So
I think the thing I like about Leroy is that he's a better poke machine than these other characters, I think. But he's going to the Akuma here, so it doesn't really matter. Precipice of Fate. Fitting.
this is his last stand.
Yeah.
Geese Joestar has had a great run tonight,
Top 3.
but he's in a dire position. Needs to win 3 straight to keep it alive. So let's see what he's got.
Here we go. Gato be looking fantastic with his Geese Howard. Out of the air, anti-air. Oh my goodness.
Immediately, and Gato's like always been just getting a great exchange immediately, like within 5 seconds of every game. And then he just avalanches from here. Oh, the speed that he's playing at. Everything connecting.
Literally
1 pixel.
everything.
1 pixel and a dream, Geese Joestar. Nice.
That was- He was such a confident jab there too.
No, get up here. Okay. Ooh, okay. Denies the parry. Oh, I didn't charge it enough. Unfortunate.
Yeah, it was
Still doing
close.
well, though. Still doing well. Gotta be careful dashing into these standing 2s. That's been a big factor. Good time to rip the triple mid version. We still start trying to make a play on the high.
Oh my gosh. He's had all the right choices here for the anti-airs. 2 bars a meter. EA Tato over the top with rage.
Take him to the wall in Rage Art. Take him to the wall in Rage Art.
Oh my gosh. Not like this. That was brutal. Oh.
You know, they say it's never over till it's over. I don't want to count him out, but that was devastating.
You've got the combo to start off round 3. That catch resplat.
He brings this back.
He could. Woo! Double jab! 1 for each side!
Why not just 1-2 to combo? Why not keep it simple? This is so bad. If he gets touched by a standing 2, he could die. Oh, please don't
almost
whip
did.
again. Please don't.
Air to
whip.
air! And 2 bars a meter here. Oh, I don't know about that. I mean, it has a
Why
big last unscaled hit. So
No, it's not like you have a rage drive. Yeah. Oh, he wants that standing 2 so bad.
And see, the thing is, you said he's not like he has a rage drive, but I just like the extra damage on rage for every hit in your combo that you're about to hit once you burn that meter.
That is true. But he got him down far enough.
Oh, yeah.
Felt like he would kill no matter what. He got a launch. Whoa. Just start trying to build a meter here. Punish?
Full bar for Gato.
Good stuff. Yeah, full meter. He hasn't even used it. Running
He's been
one.
saving it for this moment.
Normal grab. He's at the wall. This is scary.
Oh, back to 2.
Raging Storm.
Yep.
He's dead.
Stand up.
Oh my god.
3-0. Gato over Geese Joestar. Congratulations, Gato, moving into grand finals. Geese Joestar Nice performance overall tonight, though. 3rd place. Congratulations for that.
Yeah, great run. Deep run, all the way to winners finals tonight. Mikuma was looking good. Kind of got stuffed by Joe Crush and Gato, though. They're the elite competitors of the night. Going to be meeting in grand finals, but yeah, good run for sure.
Yeah, so 1 Geese player down, 2 to go. Joe Crush and Gato in the grand finals. Most likely, though, we see Joe Crush running the Jack here. So what he's been running all night. We haven't actually seen the Geese out of him. Gato's been running Ganryu and Geese Howard, but I think the Geese is looking pretty right now.
You know, it's like just very peculiar is like just how good that Geese is, and I never see him pick Geese against Joe. Like, he's always going Ganryu. Like,
Really?
you gotta bring the Geese, man.
I forgot. This is a run back, isn't
time.
it?
It's time.
In his top 8.
If he doesn't do it here, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah. Something's going on for sure.
Like, I don't know, do they have a pact to just run the Jack Ganryu every time? We'll see. We'll see what matchup happens right here.
Damn, it's in like fantasy land. I'm imagining like this is total collusion. Gato is actually just Joe Crush playing with his feet. You know, it's like
Playing with his feet.
Yeah, so he has to play on stream versus himself. He has to use a Ganryu versus himself.
Bro, can you imagine playing yourself
With your
upper
feet,
body
with your-
versus your lower body? Trying to make it look convincing. Too.
Exactly. So I need a simpler character. Ganryu just the down forward 1, down forward 1 forward, back 2, some forward 1 plus 2. That's kind of hard to hit with my feet. You know, I don't know if I can do that consistently against Jack.
Oh, crazy, man.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see how this will play out because both these guys are playing really sharp tonight. You know, Joe Crush definitely dominated with the Jack v Ganryu. But,
Yes. But it wasn't Geese.
The Geese caught fire. Could be
Yeah.
a different story. Let's see.
I kind of hope Joe Crush just picks Geese. Just so
Geese
we have
Mare.
a top 3 Geese. That's all. That's all I want to see and post about. I don't think anyone cares anymore, though. You know, it's late enough in the game's lifespan. Everyone's just preparing for the next one.
Yeah, I mean, it's rough. Like I feel like the 2D characters, people have become kind of like numb to them in some ways. You know, shout outs to my boy Gosane. But if there's anyone like who's the most numb to 2Ds that I've ever seen, it's that guy. Like he'll just lose to Akuma in tournament and just be like, like just being terrorized by 2Ds for years. It's just like, what can I do? Can't wait for Tekken 8.
Yeah, I heard he's using Leroy now.
Gosane?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. I haven't seen his Leroy.
I haven't either, but I heard he had a really deep losers run with it in bracket. So we will see, you know. I'm real curious about Tekken 8 2 for Leroy at least because the back 3 looks different, the down forward 1 looks different, the hell sweep's out of stance now. So
Right.
it looks like the character's getting changed up pretty significantly.
Mm.
I wonder what that means for all the other Tekken 7 characters going into Tekken 8 2, like Claudio. Like, is Starburst only a Heat thing, and outside of Heat, it's not? It's what it is without Starburst, basically?
It's interesting. Like people were even speculating if Brian might have like a Starburst-esque mechanic because there was like something in his trailer where he starts like glowing
Orange glow.
after certain options. Would be interesting, you know, like because right now, like if you complete a full taunt, almost like the first iteration of like a Starburst type of mechanic.
Right.
It was
Yeah,
like when
true.
you finished a taunt and then you got enhanced moves.
Yep.
So it could be cool to see them push that to be a bit more like flexible so that you can like you'll get it by completing a taunt, but maybe you'll get it in other ways, like Claudio finishing certain moves. Could be really
Exactly.
cool.
Yeah. Asuka seems to have that too. Like her point
Right.
thing seems to like power up. It gives the bound state after that move. I forget what move it is, but it's basically the bound, the rage drive bound state, where they're like on the ground, like holding their back. But if she's not powered up, it doesn't do that. So, you know, the game is still early. Obviously, we've only seen the alpha version of the game. Whatever happens in the closed network test in a couple weeks, or almost a month away, I guess, will be our first look at the next version of the game with all these other characters in there. So, it's exciting times ahead for Tekken fans, basically.
Definitely. Yeah, I always thought Claudio was a really interesting character in this game because His move list is really short. It's one of the shortest move lists, period. But there's like a ton of depth to the character because of Starburst. So the idea of them bringing that to other characters is actually really interesting.
That's cool.
See how many dimensions they open up for those characters.
Yeah, in a lot of ways, the heat system is also like that. And Gato bringing out Steve Fox here.
I don't know, man.
This is what Joe plays with his feet. With
Where's the geese? What's
understand.
going on? Do you want to win? Like,
Interesting. Steve Fox, huh? I mean, he's a fun character. I like Steve too. But yeah,
very
curious.
interesting. All right, let's see what he's got with the boxer.
Precipice of Fate running back again.
Always an interesting matchup right here because, you know, the threat of Steve's back one is such an obstacle for Jack's jackhammer. But Jack's got like all of the high crushing lows in the world to do. So it becomes this mind game of like, the Steve player, is he going to just scout the lows because he knows the Jack player is trying to stop his back one? Or does the Steve just keep ripping the back one because he thinks the Jack player, you know, doesn't want it to get the lows parried?
Yep.
It's kind of like this weird RPS mind game in this matchup. That's
Just down 1+2, bro.
simple. Simple as that.
Oh, man. I mean, I think Joe will start off one of the rounds with it. Seems
Yeah, I'm
inevitable.
sure he'll bring it to the table. Long time sinking though. I anticipate we might have a disconnect incoming. So
You never know.
yes, indeed, disconnected.
All right, all right.
Some more time
Steve
to kill.
Fox. Yeah.
Some more.
More Tekken 8 talk time.
Yeah. So, what else has been happening? There's the speculation early on in the trailers. If you like look in the background, there was a hint of Leroy eventually being announced,
Right. The statue is back there.
and then there's a sign that says Bob Burger.
Yep.
So people are really thinking that Bob is coming soon.
Could be.
I don't mind that too much. I've always been okay with Bob.
In that New York backdrop, I think it's New York.
Yep.
There's also like these ads on the big screens that have random characters in it. I'm like, is that the new character? And we just don't even know it. So everyone's like, who's that? Who cares? You know, like. So I'm like, is that just supposed to be a random model, or is that someone that's actually going to be in the game? That's what I'm wondering about.
Yeah, no new characters yet.
That's the weird part, right? We're at 16 characters and 0 new.
So one of them's got to be coming soon.
Or there's none. You know, maybe Tekken is peaked.
No way, man. No way.
Yeah,
Somebody
I mean,
new's showing up.
Going back to what you were saying about the Starburst mechanic and how it adds a lot of depth to the character, I really think that's what the heat system does anyway. In terms of just like adding unique properties to all the characters, but only in a certain part of the round, essentially, you know?
Right.
So, we'll see how that plays out. I'm real curious to see how the unique properties of all of it works. Like, obviously we know with Kazuya and Jin, they get electrics even if they're just doing Windy Godfists, you know? Law has his nunchucks becomes a launcher, but he also has auto parry during his DSS, and he's got something else I forgot. But basically, it's all these things that only happen while you're in heat, and doesn't happen otherwise, right? So, very, very curious to see how that part of heat plays out. Because I think right now a lot of people just look at heat and they're like, oh, you're just going to use it to heat dash, or you're going to use it to heat smash, and that's it. Free pressure 50-50, and I think that that's like just the very base level of the heat system in the game.
Agreed. Yeah, like it's really early on, but from some of the the testing I've done of it, I've maybe played for like an hour, and just watching the mechanics, I get the sense that the game is actually going to be quite difficult to like really optimize and play it and manage all of your options. Like the heat system has quite a lot of depth to it. It's not really easy to understand immediately.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of options to manage, and even like you get that sense like when you play Claudio in this game, managing Starburst when you're not a Claudio main is quite hard. To just like make the best use of your tools.
It's not a Tekken player way of playing a fighting game, basically. Like
Yeah.
I think that it's very much a 2D kind of mechanic. The heat system is, at least, and I think that 2D players will understand it, but for Tekken players, they have to adjust to it.
It's going to be a learning curve. It's not going to
For
be
sure.
a simple game. But we are finally underway. Jack or
Yes, sir.
Steve?
Grand Finals, Joe Crush and Gato.
Okay.
Man, we did not see Steve Fox enough, is what I'm realizing watching this. This is crazy.
Super unexpected. Joe making good use of the down 4. Excellent move in this matchup. What a punch parry. Yeah, down 4 safe, high crushing low. That's it. The barrage of highs to take it right there.
This is such a cool addition to Tekken. Both Steve and Marduk actually in Tekken 4.
Oh yeah, they are. Tekken 4 debuts.
A boxer and an MMA guy.
And Christy.
Yeah, that was just Eddie though, Reese Kid, you know?
Exactly. Ooh, I like that body press. Shut down the punch parry. 1-1. Crush just standing there to bait the running too.
That is such a cheap strategy on the internet, you know? IRL, you look at them like, are you... Okay, he's focused still, you know? Like, but online you can't tell.
It's such a mind game. Like, did his controller malfunction? Yeah, that's a dirty strat. Dirty play, Joe Crush. I like it.
Low parry here from Gato.
And he gets to the wall.
No!
Not quite.
Wow.
QCF2 to take it. You know, real quick, I was going to mention, though, if you're playing on head-to-head setups, you can do the dirty strat. You can stand there and you can mess them up. Head-to-head.
You stand up all of a sudden, but you still playing.
Look over. Yo, what are you doing?
Especially with the pad, dude. Oh, man, it's cheap.
I like that sidestep left to get a wall splat. That was excellent.
Oh, my gosh.
Four.
Low kicks all day.
Spin kick,
Flying around.
whip punish. Whoa,
I knew
you
one of those
know
rounds
it.
you're starting with it.
He didn't pay any price for it, though.
Nothing. That's so cheap, dude. Oh my gosh, bro.
Totally whips trades on the back row.
That's not fair, dude. They gotta delete Jack.
What a trade.
Sonic Fang to the wall.
Just ripping raw Sonic Fang successfully.
Oh, third hit. Wall.
Whoa. Down low. Good presence of
Yikes.
mind from Joe Crush to do the seed planner there, reading that he was going to stay down. He read that Oki very well. Joe
And
Crush.
I mean, if you got those there, what is the benefit of even staying down here? You're hoping that he whiffs like a jackhammer, or?
A lot of times, the logic is to get them to burn Rage Drive. So you take just the first hit of Rage Drive, and then you can tech. The mid will whiff, and then you can get up and kill them.
Interesting.
But Joe Crush, Jack Specialist, read his intentions. He knew not to burn his Rage Drive on a grounded opponent. Good stuff.
Cheap. Smart stuff from Joe Crush. No, because I was looking at it in my mind, I was thinking Gato has enough health that he could stand up and take a low and still survive and have a turn at least, you know? But instead, he ate the seeds and then he woke up and had to guess. I was like, oh boy, that doesn't help. So smart stuff to Joe Crush, though, to not use the Rage Drive in that situation, hit grounded.
Yeah, the seed planner is nasty because it does 20 damage when you're not in rage. So when you're in rage, it's probably doing like 22, and then it just pops them up like right into another Oki situation.
Yep.
So it's actually like a really cheap move. If you can read when they're going to stay down with it, it's obviously quite risky if they just like stand up or get up blocking. But if you read it, it's a really good move.
And
Doubling
he's
down on
sticking it out.
Steve.
Yeah.
Huh. Why doesn't he pick Geese?
It's too good of a character, man.
It's too good. He don't want to win like that. He wants to really earn it.
Yep.
All right, Steven Fox. He was close there. It did go final round.
For sure. We got combos? Yes, sir.
Got those,
Close
but
enough.
no wall carry.
Damn, girl. That's
Joe
gonna
Crush
hurt.
doing that move in this matchup, that's crazy.
I mean, what are they gonna do about it?
What are they gonna do? Nice job. Close out with the mid. Joe Crush looking excellent.
What character is the best punish for down with from Jack?
Probably Noctis. Noctis can D up to it.
Oh, okay. That's hella good.
Yeah, really good. Almost to the wall. Nice
Down.
bait. Baited.
That was so good. Doesn't get anything off it, though.
He went for the wall throw. Another one, 2 for 2. That is not easy to do. Step on
it. Got him. Let's go. One apiece.
Optimized with the peekaboo down 2. Trading blows up close. Everything getting blocked so far.
Oh, no.
What a combo off the side
Yo.
step 1. Yo.
Look at the damage off of it, bro. That was crazy damage.
Joe bringing the heat. The jackhammers on wake up. Okay, here's
Back
something.
one. Gato. Trying to get to the other side. We will. Interesting.
Spring kick. Could have been worse, but Rage I burned.
Thing with the pressure up close here.
Oh, he went for a rollback trap. Now it's a scramble.
Debug.
Swept them off his feet. 2 rounds to 1.
And his counter down for 2 time is really good.
Especially when Joe's doing freaking windmill punches.
Yeah.
Feeling it. Feeling it.
Oh.
Oh, I like that. 2 hits into the back one. Swung into it.
No.
Can he resplat? Joe fumbling some combos, but
Yep.
woo.
Yo. He's helping Gato out here. Gato has a chance now.
Final round. No punishes.
Counter it's still there.
Should reach the wall. Oh no. Missed his dash. Dash fighting off the wall. He's getting cornered though.
Bounce.
Bounce. Oh, not a ducking.
And look at this. Gato, one apiece with the Steve Fox.
The full flicker punches. That's a big boy combo, actually. Only on
Jack's a
Jack.
big boy.
Yes, he is. Tied up 1-1. Okay, so a few combo mishaps from both of them right there, but Gato really managing to bring some excellent wall pressure. Got the big down back 3-2 in one of the earlier rounds. Caught Joe Duck in there with a rocket launcher. Got a lot of damage. Excellent wall pressure.
Yeah, and he's been really finding a lot of counter hits. And obviously, if you're a Steve Fox player, you want to find a lot of counter hits. Plenty of back ones and down 4-2s finding their mark with the counter hits. And then, of course, as you mentioned, up close, the down by 3 of the rocket launcher mix has been working out in his favor as well. So far, so good with the Steve, to be honest. I mean, he just had a couple of, non-optimized combos, I'll call them, where just the wall carry wasn't quite there into the wall combo. But other than that, everything's looking pretty sharp.
Yeah, Joe was struggling, though, like, to complete some of his combos. He's getting some drops, going for the wall throw. Playing a little too loose. I think, like, I get the logic with his windmill punches sometimes, of how, like, you can place it in an unconventional way to really catch them off guard. But against Steve, just this fast character, like, barrage of keep out buttons, I'm not quite seeing the justification for that. I think he's got to tighten it up, kind of let him get a game there, getting a little too loose. Just my observation. I think Joe got a little too crazy there.
I mean, it's funny because when I think back to when I first saw Joe playing Jack, he wasn't very big on the windmill punches or the down 1+2, right? Like, these additions have come in the past year or so, I would say. But in the past, he was much more reserved with Jack. And I don't even want to call it like solid because he's always solid. But he was a slower pace, more calculated, more precise. So we'll see if we get that Joe. But I feel like that Joe's gone. I feel like that Joe with Jack at least is gone.
He's always been the Jack who likes to get a little bit more wild and dig deeper in the move list.
Yep. Tekken's got a lot of moves, man.
Howard State.
Damn, step for the back one, huh?
Joe is good at making use of that sidestep right. He can get around quite a lot.
Oh my gosh.
Out the hug. Full big boy combo. Into a running 2. Dunk.
You know, I was talking earlier about how we don't see Steve Fox enough, and I'm just thinking about these back ones. I'm seeing it's such a cool counter move. It reminds me a lot of Bruce's back too. And then now I'm thinking, like, imagine the next game they don't bring Steve Fox back. We get some other boxer character who doesn't have a back one. You know, I'm like, come on, man. Don't do this to us again.
It's just because of the stun animation. Like, the way they just, like, crumble,
yeah.
from their legs.
Yeah.
It's just like a building collapse. That's what makes it so cool. Oh, you
Wow.
caught him swinging. Caught him swinging at -6.
One wall down, one round apiece.
Yo, pumping those duck forward twos.
Get these windmills out of here. On the second one, too. Didn't have to need a third.
Good uses the punch parry. Big knockdown. Ooh.
Hella damage, too.
Hitting grounded on the big boy. Rocket launcher keep out.
Almost.
Almost the mighty
Woo.
Sonic Fang.
All right,
Rocket
Gato.
launchers. Okay.
Yeah, he used rocket launcher there the way that you were describing Ganryu's forward 1+2.
Just contest that deep range. That's hard to contest against Jack a lot of the time. Power shovel.
No, sir.
Joe could be 1-1ing that sway attack. I forgive him for the first one, but we should catch it the second time. Oh my god. Bop, bop. Ooh. I was thinking that as like a Tekken 6 wall combo.
Yeah.
A little cheeky there from Joe Crush. Final round.
Oh, yeah, take the lead instead here. Ducks
he
the high,
ducks.
disco for the low.
Didn't want to commit to the while standing.
Boots.
3-1-1. Oh, baited!
Oh
That
my
was so
goodness.
good. Oh, and the cool combo just because he can.
Yep. Joe Crush up 2-1 here. It's like, you like pairing these windmill punches? Got him.
Oh, he kept that in his back pocket for when he needed it in his most dire moment. Just single full crouch DF2, bait the punch parry.
Damn.
Into the full charge back 2 wall break. He's got to be feeling good.
Well, Gato behind your 2-1. Joe Crush 1 game away from winning the tournament. Do you think Gato switches characters here? Do you think he has a character that might be as good as a Steve Fox?
I think he's got a character that's better than his Steve Fox.
No way. Why wouldn't he be using that one then?
You know, it's the most peculiar thing.
Interesting.
But I think he's going to pick Ganryu.
I think he might stick it out Steve Fox. I think it's going pretty good. That was close. He was up 2-1 in that game.
There's really only 2 explanations here, Rip. Either A, they've made the pact behind the scenes. You will not pick Geese. Or
We
Joe
both
Crush,
will not pick Geese.
Or Joe Crush is playing with his feet.
Damn. I think I might have been onto something there. Oh, man. Courts go forward and backdash cancel with your feet sounds difficult, though.
Staying with the Steve. Okay. Precipice of Fate. I mean, the Steve has not been doing bad by any means. I think it's been fine around every single game. So
Yeah.
he believes in Steve.
All right. Man, this stage has come up quite a bit here.
Potentially the last game of the day, if Joe Crush can put it away. Down fours and jackhammers. It's a good game plan.
That's the whole game plan. How did it counter?
Hit, bro. Big time swing.
Oh, no.
Down low.
Double jab. Oh, he's feeling good.
Dude, he docked under the mid.
Wow, beat down there. Double beat down. Wow!
Sure you can.
He's feeling it.
Ouch.
He used that like it had some kind of invincibility, you know?
Sure you can, bro. That was a party animal. Peekaboo up
Again!
Again. Joe knows where to place it. Take the damage. Stomp him out. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
He's doing it again. Got him.
Nice
Tournament
punish.
point.
Wow, so fast. How are we already on tournament point?
Down forward 1-1. Ooh, that was clean.
This guy.
It's like I see you bobbing and weaving. How about backdash, and down forward 2 with punish.
Nice. That's not easy to do. Good follow-up. Tries for the beatdown. Things are looking really grim for Gato right now.
Give it to
Finally
me.
ducks that. Whoa, that can hit as a high?
Gato, no rage now.
This is bad.
Super bad.
Super bad.
Oh my goodness.
It's
That-
not invincible, man.
That is that. Joe Crush gets the tournament. Congratulations, Joe Crush, for winning PlayStation tournaments. Fight Nights tonight out here. 3-1 in the grand finals. Gato walking away with second place. Congrats, Gato, too. Been running a few characters here. We had the Ganryu. We had the Geese Howard. Now we got Steve Fox. Not a bad Steve Fox either, but second place for you, sir.
Another one in the books. Another championship finish for Joe Crush. Very dominant performance with the Jack today. Well done. Yeah, let's take a look at the bracket. Let's recap. Let's see the whole story, how it unfolded.
Exactly. As you see here in your grand final, Joe Crush 3-1 over Gato. Gato, of course, had taken out Geese Joestar before that 3-0, and Gato had taken out ELN 2-0 before that. If you look at the bracket, actually, there's a lot of zeros on the board across basically everything except for the winner final, which was 3-2 with Geese Joestar and Joe Crush, and Divine Exorcist Undefeatable King. So first place, Joe Crush tonight. Gato second place. Geese Joestar third place, and ELN fourth place. Congrats, you guys. That is our top 4 that will be paid out today. You guys are in the money. Congratulations.
Well done. Yeah, I mean, Geese Joestar had a great opportunity to really shake things up, give Joe a challenge tonight. Shout outs to him on a great performance with Akuma this evening. Got in the top 3. We were both
Definitely.
impressed. We were both
Yeah.
impressed tonight.
Most certainly. And if you guys want to compete yourselves, man, head on over to compete.playstation.com. That's where you can get all information about all the tournaments, not just Tekken 7. Sign up, get involved down there, guys. Compete.playstation.com.
And once again, after reminding you about that, we want to remind you about the PlayStation Community Discord. There it is again.
Yeah.
Join the PlayStation Tournaments Discord. You can find regular updates on esports events, articles, videos, and meet with others to improve your game. Swipe the QR code or type in the link and go meet some other people who can help you level up. Get involved out here.
Exactly, guys. But that's not all. Of course, tonight we had Tekken 7. There's also Street Fighter 6 PlayStation Cup, guys. The registration is up and it's available right now. So make sure you guys go ahead and register if you guys are interested. Of course, there's a bajillion people playing Street Fighter 6 right now. PS5 and PS4.
Very true.
Game is absolutely ridiculous. A lot of fun. So make sure you guys check it out.
We got the link for you there.
There it is.
Yes, play.eslgaming.com.
It's a bit of a long link, you know, but you can find it. It's
Street Fighter SF6. No, sorry, Street Fighter /SF6 PlayStation Cup.
Dash Cup.
PlayStation
Yeah,
Dash Cup, yes.
exactly. There's a little bit in there, but you know, it's a popular
learning
game.
curve.
Tons of people playing it around the world. I just heard that Evolution crossed their record of entrance for Street Fighter 5 in the past, which I think was 5,000 plus people. So Evo this year will have even more than
crazy.
that. So it's going to be massive, absolutely massive.
That's crazy. The scene's growing, the games are growing. It's an exciting time.
Exactly, guys. But that does do it for us here tonight at PlayStation Tournaments Fight Nights for Tekken 7 North America. It's been another good one. I'm Rip. That's Joy Fury. We'll catch you guys next time. Have a good night.
Good night, everybody.